my motor go. Yes, I do.
Go.
The Klein and Alley Show. Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
I love you, Pornhub.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show. Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
You can never have enough horse.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome back to it. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show on a Monday morning, Recovery Monday. Perhaps you were at Dodger Stadium over the weekend for some My Chemical Romance or Vans Warped Tour returning or OC Fair. As Allie said, no shortage of things to do. And someone in this room suffered from serious FOMO because even though there were so many things going on, they decided to not leave their house at all.
Well, I had my dad and my stepmom in town, and I was like, what do you guys want to do? There's all this stuff going on. And they were like, well, just hang out at the house. Or we can go to the park. I was all right. The park I go to probably 3 times a week already. So all right, so I just hung out at the park.
That's where Allie does her fart walks.
Or the highlight was we went swimming for 20 minutes. So that was exciting as well.
It's funny because if you were looking on Instagram this weekend, it just looked like everyone was doing everything.
I know, and I kept mentioning like more things that were going on. I was like, there's also the OC Fair, there's this, but you know what? They hung out around the house, and then they went to Randy's, and they had a wonderful weekend.
Well,
and I even saw people at the Randy's event that we did yesterday, and they were like, dude, we're, I think, still drunk from the night before.
I know.
We went to Warped Tour last night. We're just getting donuts, and then we're going back to Warped Tour. Like, people were in rally mode.
Yeah. Well, if you're feeling left out or you're feeling like you're jealous of all the people that did fun things this past weekend and you did not, fear not, because we got you covered today. Listen to this. I'm starting to think that we suck on the radio because of all of the prizes we have to bribe people with today, including more Disneyland tickets. If you didn't win them from us last week, fear not. We got 4-pack, 1-day, 1-park tickets to give you at some point this morning. So be ready to celebrate the 75th anniversary celebration going on right now. We got those for you. We also have for you, if you like thrills or just deep-fried goodness, we will send you to the OC Fair. I was there over the weekend, and I love that place.
How was it? I've never been.
You've never been?
No, I'm going, I think, in 2 weeks, last weekend.
I'm a fan of all parts of the fair, except the game. I'll get into it later. I got into a bit of a controversy about a game and a game attendant to win a stuffed animal. I feel like...
we talked to Chicken Charlie, and he was like... He said most of them are non-rigged, even though it was unbelievable to us.
I know, but
Yeah, you just suck.
No, it's not just...
whatever you were playing, you sucked at.
Yeah, it's not that I suck, actually, because I did end up...
Did you come home with a stuffed animal? But you probably just got one of the tiniest one. They felt bad for you.
Well,
here you go. Here's like a little snake stuffed animal.
Omar, I will tell you what. I will tell you what happened later.
So lame.
And it's interesting because there is a lot of, and no knock on the OC Fair. I know they're running an operation there, but there's a lot of hit a basket, win this jumbo thing that's bigger than Allie that's hanging there, and then you hit the thing, and then they go, oh, now you need to hit 9 more of the things if you want to win that one. You get a little, like Omar said,
false advertising?
Well, it's a little misleading, some of the games, because...
I'm pretty sure your dyslexic self screwed up the understanding of the rules.
But I'll tell you what happened, and you'll side with me, I think.
Okay.
Let's look at the evidence of every other thing you've misunderstood every single day.
It's not looking at any evidence. So anyway, we'll get you to the OC Fair later. We got KROQ pool party happening with Almost Monday at Morongo. We get you tickets to that. Tons of tickets. Our friend Miss Pat joins us on the show, and we'll give you tickets to see her at the Irvine Improv. And then a big announcement, another big announcement. KROQ Road Trip.
I am starting to take this personally, Klein.
USA. I think they've decided that if we just keep giving stuff away for the entire time we're on the air, there's no time for us to talk about our lives.
It's like, when I wear really big sunglasses, I'm just trying to distract you.
Yeah, Allie looks like a welder today. Oh, she doesn't want us to notice she's got a giant zit on her face. I got it.
Don't look!
So anyway, lots to give you. We'll start the giving, and of course, $100 of Allie's money up for grabs as we kick off a brand new week. Here's some Green Day to get things going, and if you need us, remember these numbers. You'll need them a lot this morning. 800-520-1067. We're back at it again, live on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. If you're a new listener, welcome. If you've been around for a little bit, appreciate you coming back for more. If you don't want to just listen but want to see what this monstrosity looks like with your own eyes, you can check us out as we are streaming live on YouTube right now. Good morning. Net bangers. It was quite a turnout yesterday at Randy's. Understandably, free donuts. Randy's always has a line. It was very nice, though, to hang out with some new listeners and people we've seen before at events.
Or people who have been meaning to go to an event. Guys, every time I see you guys do one on social media, I always have FOMO, and finally I decided I'm going to make the drive. I'm going to make it happen.
Or the very confused tourist that was clearly dragging their luggage from LAX all the way there, probably to meet their Uber, and then came up and said, do I have to do something with you to get one of these donuts? And I was like, no. The line is...
And I respected that man for not paying for airport pickup.
That guy doesn't know who we are, and he decided to walk.
And he was like, this is Los Angeles?
Yeah, he got his first taste of L.A., but other people, they appreciate us.
Sweet Dibbits, and happy Monday. Thinking of you guys. I was catching up on podcasts. Love you guys. You're getting me through a really hard time right now. And shout out, grow the show. Love you guys.
Hey, shout out, grow the show. Sorry you're going through some stuff right now, but if you're going through it or just looking for a distraction or just, looking for someone to keep you company while you're sitting in LA traffic, we are here for you, and we will also bribe you to listen. We're not above that. So, easy $100 of Allie's money. She was a huge loser last week, lost all over the place.
Yeah, I got to make up for that.
It was so much losing, which means for the listener, so much winning. And I believe this week we're giving away more stuff than we've ever given away before. We also have the big announcement as to who won Park Week, all of the wonderful submissions of terrible parkers. We got that to get into today as well. But we kick off the winning next with $100 of Allie's money. And if you'd like to call and play, all you got to do is know a little bit about what happened in the news this weekend. Do better than Allie.
Yeah, I think you have like a 75% chance at this point, so just brush up and call us.
Read a couple headlines, a couple of breaking news stories, flip over to our sister station, 97.1, hear what they're saying, and then come back and play. If you'd like to win $100, we'll do that next. 800-520-1067. Allie knows the news, or we pay the people next.
Klein.
Alley Show. Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM.
Right now, producers of many hits, including this. It's time to dance. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Well, it's time to dance. Yo, Gabba Gabba in the KROQ studios right now. Of course, Aquabats, a long history with KROQ, but let's focus on this before we talk about the live show, the new album, and everything else. First question we must know right out of the gate. In a brawl between Yo Gabba Gabba and the Wiggles, who would win in a brawl till the death?
No question, the Wiggles.
Oh, okay, the Wiggles. They would
they sing so great.
Yeah, they would kill you guys.
Well, they're grown adults, too. So
yeah,
they're huge.
Our characters don't understand the violence. They would just curl up in a ball.
Oh, no, you guys would all just kill each other with niceness. You'd have a nice off.
They would cry, and then we would sing a song about
how it's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry. It's
about
okay.
how
let it out.
Boys don't cry, but it's okay to cry.
It's okay.
I think even though it's been a few months since Coachella, one of the most talked about appearances, and not your first time, second time, Yo Gabba Gabba at Coachella, introducing it's so funny because Allie and I were having this conversation off the air. We both have young kids, but we believe that your sweet spot is maybe moved. We don't think it's young kids. I think young kids like Yo Gabba Gabba. I would argue that probably, and you would know this by the research, is it mostly like
kidults?
Men in their 30s?
Childless adults.
I think everyone's invited to the party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things that, it's for kids, but it's for all of us being our own kids having fun.
Well, yeah, and we also, have a mathematical advantage that so many of the kidults grew up watching the show.
Right.
And the show first aired in 2007, so you have all these 20-year-olds, 21, 22, 23-year-olds. That was their show.
On it.
Yeah, they grew up watching the show, and naturally they would be at Coachella because that's where we gather all our music from, is like the same sources, So, it is for that generation for sure now, and that I think that's a special place to be in for us because, again, we never anticipated that.
Well, and I think that once you have grown up on something, you also want to teach your child about that thing, too. Like I was backstage at Coachella, I saw the entourage of people that were swarming around you guys trying to get a picture, and it was all like people in their mid-20s, influencers and stuff like that. But I would imagine as soon as they start having kids, they want to go, hey, look at this. This is what I grew up on. And even when I was kind of catching up on some of the stuff you guys were doing last night, my kid from across the room was like, what is that? Let me watch that. Let me see that. So it obviously
How old
hooks
is
on.
your kid?
He's 3.
Oh, perfect.
That's perfect age.
Yeah.
So I think people are of all ages are hooked into it just because it's fun and innocent.
Yeah, I think with Gabba, it's like you're a parent, and it's not necessarily I want to teach my kids. It's like I want to experience fun music, like listen to songs that we can like dance together with, right? And this could be your first concert.
You know, you have a new album, by the way, we should mention. And you also have worked with so many bands. We just heard My Chem on KROQ. This is a little thing you guys did with My Chem. Work where, like, do bands reach out? Like, do you get an email and you go, you won't believe which band says they want to do a song, Yo Gabba Gabba? Or are you guys going like, hey, it'd be cool if My Chem agreed to do a song with us? How does it work?
A little bit of both, but...
A little bit of both,
I think for the most part, it's us going like, wouldn't it be awesome if we could get the Pixies to be on the show? Or what about this band? Or what about that band? And I think in the case of My Chemical Romance, there was like an interview that Rolling Stone did with Gerard, and he was talking about having a child. And he was like, I've been watching a lot of Yo Gabba Gabba with Bandit, my daughter, and I just think that's so awesome. He was like praising the show, basically. And interestingly enough, I was traveling the next week, and I was on the same flight as Frank from My Chemical Romance. And I go, hey, Frank, it's Christian from Yo Gabba Gabba. And he's like, oh, you got to call Gerard. And so it just kind of like came together. Like Gerard put it out in the universe, like, I'd love to be involved somehow for my kid. It was like kid first, you know. I'd love to do this thing for my child, and then it just came together, and that collaboration was so much fun.
Yeah, so many stories like that.
Yeah,
so many of the people, we were kind of like just kids who grew up on KROQ, and doing a kids show, we could just say, hey, these are the bands that we like. It doesn't need to be the top, you know, whoever's on the top 40. It can just be someone who's here for the kids, someone who can have fun, and those people came.
Is there a KROQ artist that you still would love to collab with that you haven't yet?
So many.
Yeah, so many.
Our wish list is so deep.
The Pixies, The Cure. There's so many. I mean, it's like, you know, but we have all kinds of flavors on the show. So there's a lot of hip hop on our show too, and dance music and electronic. But, you know, Scott and I both growing up in Southern California, like KROQ, this was our place. Like, this is our station. I mean, this is the station that set it off. Like, it wasn't just like cheesy rock or metal or whatever. It was like bringing in all kinds of different things and different flavors. And KROQ was the station that brought in all these influences from all over the world. And for us, that made such a big difference and set the tone for, like, you listening to all different types of music. So there
would be no Yo Gabba Gabba if not for KROQ.
You could say that.
Can you say that, though, so we can get that clean for the promo? Thank you very much. But the reality is, as I listen now, like, this is you guys and the Killers.
Yeah.
Come with us on a spaceship adventure, flying through the galaxy.
Brandon Flowers, Gabba Gabba. And then, of course, you know, the smartest rock star there is, Rivers Cuomo of Weezer, teaching us all about earthworms. And this guy, you know, listen, he's, you know, Harvard educated, so you can't get one.
I have a friend and it's an earthworm. It burrows underground deep within the soil. Sometimes when it rains, it comes out and we talk about our day.
We're gonna world premiere now the song you guys did with Diddy. You want to tell us about this one? Or?
Oh, that one's under wraps.
No, that one didn't happen.
That one will not be at the tour.
It's not going to be on the tour. Yeah, we do have tickets. We should mention this because you guys are going to be starting this this tour. It starts in Pomona at the Fox, ends in LA at the Novo, August 31st. It's 24 cities. YoGabbaGabba.com/tour, and we actually have tickets to give away right now. And Ali said all week, it's my first day here this week, but people have been demanding these tickets, and they're not even listeners with kids. So a lot of people just want to go and experience the vibes, and you guys are more than willing to have them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's welcome to have fun with us.
Yeah.
That's me right there. Like, even if I don't have kids, I have to create a kids show so I can go and have fun.
Right.
And we're big live music fans too. Scott and I both, we've been going to shows since we were like
still go to
junior
shows,
high school,
yeah.
still going to shows, still playing shows, still doing stuff. And so we really want the experience to be not just for a 3-year-old, but
Totally.
for their parents.
Well, you want
for
it to be
their
enjoyable
grandparents.
for the entire family. Otherwise, the parents are going to be like, no, we're not going to that. I don't want to waste my
100%.
time.
And we're parents as well, so we know like dropping those ducats on
Right.
And
on
are
a show
your
for your
kids
kid.
fans of Yo Gabba Gabba just by force?
By
Or-
force, for sure. Yeah, we made them watch it. No.
You will enjoy this music or not.
me, your daddy.
They were actually our test subjects. I mean, we like all the stuff we the content subject matter of the show.
Well, they're brutally honest kids, the problem. So you
yeah.
give them something and you love it, and they're like, this sucks, Dad.
Yeah.
totally.
They'll tell you like it is. They'll be like, Dad, no, not into it.
I hear that all the time. By the way, Josh, go ahead. You're on with Yo Gabba Gabba. I know you've got a personal story, and then we'll give people an opportunity to win some tickets. What's up, Josh?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Josh, the man.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say to the geniuses behind Yo Gabba Gabba? Also, a lot of Aquabats fans calling in, texting in as well.
What's up, everybody?
So you got a lot of that coming through.
I've been an Aquabats fan for over 20 years, and I have 3 daughters. And we took my oldest to see Yo Gabba Gabba at Nokia Theater when she was 5.
Awesome.
And my second.
She's now addicted to PCP. So thanks a lot, guys. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Lots to give you this morning. Could be Disneyland tickets, could be OC Fair tickets, could be access to KROQ's pool party happening this Thursday at Morongo with Almost Monday. I mean, there's just so much stuff to win, but we start by giving you $100 of Allie's money and some inspiration before we play the game.
3 times last week, she did lose. These are facts you can't refuse. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes this week when the listeners turn the screws. Does Allie know the news?
The answer is no. Probably not, but you'll have a chance right now to take her money. $100 of her cash can be your cash. And people on the phone would like a piece of you, Allie. Understandably, they just want bragging rights. I met someone yesterday at Randy's Donuts that said that they have attempted before, finally made it through, didn't win the money, but they're upset because they claim that even though they got 2 right and you got 4 right, they are, most days when they don't get on the air, they do beat you.
Well, that's the thing, though, is if you're good in your car, you're going to be okay when you do it live because there is a little bit of a butterfly effect that happens. You get kind of nervous.
Hey, Roya.
Hey, what's up?
You feeling smart?
Yep.
All right, great. Allie's going to
Yep.
leave the KROQ studios. I got 5 questions here of all the things that took place in the news over the weekend. A lot of events, a lot of people having that Monday hangover. Today is one of those days that for some reason should just be a government day off because people were busy over the weekend. Let's see how you do. Your round will officially begin the second that door closes. $100 up for grabs. Here we go.
Allie knows the news.
A Burbank to Las Vegas flight had to make a nosedive 10 minutes into the flight to avoid a midair collision. What airline was it? Your phone cut out. What'd you say?
Delta?
Maybe I'm drunk. I can't even hear what she's saying. It feels like you're saying stuff, but they're underwater. Go ahead, try one more time.
Delta Airlines?
Delta. There we go. Heard you loud and clear. Go to question number 2. The lead singer of Sublime almost did not play Van's Warped Tour reunion over the weekend. For what reason did he almost not go to his set?
Being too high.
Being too high. We go to question number 3. A historic ice cream shop in Pasadena was broken into using what? What did they use to break it? Sledgehammer. With confidence. We go to question number 4. This surprise guest made his first appearance at Comic-Con this past weekend in San Diego, and of course all the nerds boned up for this guy, legendary 81-year-old film movie maker. Who was it?
George Lucas.
Say it again.
George Lucas.
And finally, question number 5. Iconic Chinese restaurant in West Hollywood officially has closed its doors after being open for the past 45 years. Which place has said bye-bye?
Chin Chin.
All right. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. You did okay. You need to get a better phone, but outside of that, you did all right. Don't say anything else. Allie's coming back in the studio now. It would be so great if this losing streak could continue. Allie did tell me in a private one-on-one conversation that was off air that she is concerned now that she has been paying so much of her own money to people that she thinks that AI is making the listening audience smarter somehow, and that it does feel...
Or making me dumber.
That's probably a combination of the both. Here we go, question 1. Allie, a Burbank to Las Vegas flight had to make an aggressive nosedive mid-flight to avoid a mid-air collision. Which airline was this?
This one was Southwest.
All right, she guessed Delta.
There was a Delta emergency as well.
Another Delta, but this particular nosedive was Southwest. Allie gets the point.
500-foot drop in like 1 second.
That's fun. Can't do that at the OC Fair. We got a question number 2. Allie's up 1-0. Lead singer of Sublime, who was just in our studio last week, almost did not play his set at Vans Warped Tour. What was the reason he almost missed his entire set?
You know, I know you won't be able to sympathize with this, but Jacob said he almost didn't play because he had to put his cat down.
Yeah, the night before, his cat, unfortunately, used up all 9 lives, and that was game over, and he was so torn up by the whole thing.
Said it was his best effing friend, that cat.
And so he went there as a tribute and performed anyway, but he almost didn't go. She guessed he was too high. That is not right. He did have to put his feline friend down.
Shout out to all catmen out there. Out and proud catmen.
All you one catman out there, shout out. Question number 3, Allie's up 2-0. An ice cream shop in Pasadena was broken into using what?
Oh, a brick?
Interesting guess. That is wrong. I'll tell you who got that right. Roya, with confidence, who yelled out sledgehammer. That was the weapon of choice to smash through and break in. And you got to be a terrible... What kind of person are you when you're breaking into an ice cream shop?
I know. What are you taking?
I mean, obviously a fat person. Yes, Jake. But that's how
I want more caramel delight.
There just can't be that much money in there. And so, what are you at that
it's
point?
going to melt as soon as you put it in your van.
Unless you're just going after the toppings.
What are you doing?
Waffle cones and toppings. That's
I just
the real
want
upcharge.
tiny Oreo bites.
I don't want to bite for the full cookies. Got this sledgehammer. Smash me some Oreo pieces.
You know, Klein was complaining last week about how the rewards program at some of these ice cream places are not good enough.
Maybe this guy had been going there for years, never even earned as much as a free cone.
I want the free topping!
Anyway, Roya has just closed your lead now. It's 2-1. Allie's still winning, but with 2 questions left. Here we go. Question 4. This movie maker made his first appearance.
Movie maker?
Filmmaker made his first appearance at Comic-Con, 81 years old, and all of the nerds really boned up. Unexpected, and it was a big deal. Over the weekend, Comic-Con. Who was it?
A director, you said? A filmmaker?
Mm-hmm.
Scorsese? I don't know. Stan Lee's dead, right?
This is where it gets good. Stan Lee is dead.
He's not a filmmaker.
The correct answer is George Lucas.
Oh.
And the reason that is interesting is because that is what Roya said.
My God.
So now she has tied it up with 1 question left. I love this come from behind stuff. We go to your final question. Iconic Chinese restaurant in West Hollywood just closed its doors after being open for 45 years. Which place has said bye-bye? And before you give us an answer, Allie, I will say that Roya guessed and got it right. So the
what
pressure,
is going on with people?
The pressure is on you.
Them knowing stuff? What do you think?
What is going on with people? Knowing stuff.
What do you have lives? Go do something.
Allie, it goes like this.
Sit there on your phone and read all your stupid news?
You didn't do anything all weekend. You should know.
Yeah, you don't criticize. You were at no fun events this weekend. You should know all this stuff.
I was unplugging, man.
Well,
digital detox.
Well, give me a guess because Roya got it right.
I don't know. The only local Chinese food chain I can think of is Chin Chin.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I guess.
With confidence?
No, not with confidence, but that's my guess.
But why don't you change to something with confidence?
No, now I think I'm right because of the way you're trying to convince me otherwise,
the correct
douchebag.
answer is Chin Chin. All right, Roy. Well, listen, Allie got it right. You got it right. It's technically a tie. What an exciting game. At the very least, we'd love to give you some tickets to go hang out with KROQ at the KROQ pool party this Thursday, almost Monday.
Yeah, go get
right?
a life.
So relax. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Allie's going to hold on to her money for now, but we'll give that to you tomorrow. And you will be going to KROQ's pool party hosted by our very own Postmaster Johnny. I don't even think Johnny knows how to swim, but he'll be at the pool party anyway. So
I don't think he knows how to host either.
No, he doesn't know how to do either.
I don't think he knows how to get to Morongo.
Regardless, best fit for the job. Here's your new Foo Fighters. It's called Today's Song, and then we get into the complete show we have for you. Plus, this trip we got to give away for someone to go see Lumineers in Chicago. We're going to make that call in moments as well. So lots to win, and it all starts next. Pressure situations that you could ever experience in your life. And I don't think there's a higher pressure situation. I mean, maybe the pilot that had to make the emergency nosedive to avoid the midair collision, but a close second to that would be when you were at a fair trying to win a giant stuffed animal. And you have all the pressure in the world, not only of a crowd gathering, but also your own child that is basically looking at you and going, is my dad a winner or a loser? This moment will determine it.
You have given over, what is it, $5, $7 in some cases, and they give you 3 balls, and they're like, look at them like, come on, man.
The thing about the OC Fair, and this is all places, so no knock on the OC Fair, we will be giving away tickets later this morning. No one knows how much anything is anymore because you
translate the tickets?
You have to buy...
The ticket translation screws everyone up.
Right. You buy tickets. So I think it's something like 40 tickets is...
$40.
No, it's not. It's not simple like that. Okay. They do it in a way that you, unless you're a genius, you couldn't possibly figure it out. It's like 40 tickets...
That leads me to believe it's actually pretty easy to figure it out.
Someone look it up. It's not, Allie. You make me look like I'm an idiot, but it's not. And someone else who went there could probably confirm. It's like 40 tickets is $27. And then you go to something, and something is 5 tickets, and something else is 3 tickets, and a play game is 6 tickets. But if you want to win the big prize, you have to win 4 different times. Mathematically, you start going, I don't even understand all I know is I'm constantly out of tickets. That's all I know is it doesn't matter how many tickets I buy.
Well, and you buy them at the beginning going, this will be plenty.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't be more wrong about that every time. I go. Sometimes I always go to where I think I should be, and then I go, I'm going to one-up it. Like, so I think in my head, I'm like, all right, I probably need 50 tickets. That'll get me through the day. And then I go, but I'm not going to just call it at 50. I'm going to go up to 75. That should, and then like 11 minutes later.
Don't they have the unlimited option there?
Whoa, they have unlimited tickets?
Maybe. I didn't see it. Do they have that?
Really?
I missed it. If they have
You see, you didn't. Of course they have that. They have this everywhere.
I didn't see unlimited.
How did you not see that? It's a sign that says unlimited tickets.
I'm telling you.
How much is the unlimited tickets, Omar?
I didn't see it.
I mean, it is pricey. I mean, it's probably you're going to spend like $100, but it's well worth it.
Well, yeah.
Your kid could ride over and over again for
and then you can try and get the bear.
I feel like they wouldn't let you do unlimited tickets for games for some reason. I
exactly.
feel like,
so you would just pay. You would just
it's just for the rides.
At some point, and I have gone to something before where there's like an unlimited wristband, and that's always the day where like after the third thing, I don't know, my kid's like, I'm tired, I want to go home. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Like, I bought the wristband.
It's unlimited. We're staying all day. So you get to the game part, and of course the pressure you feel, and I remember this before when you're single, you're going on a date. There's always that old romance. I'm gonna win my sweetheart a big bear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you who the biggest loser is at the fair. You would think they're the biggest winner. The loser is the person that's got to lug around the giant human-sized stuffed animal all day. They look miserable.
And where are you going to put it? You can't set it on the ground. It gets all dirty and gross.
You can't drag it.
That's your +1 on a ride.
And even if you got a handheld food, it's impossible to eat that and juggle the bear.
And these people, I know it's in some ways it's a flex. It's like I was able to, whatever it is.
And it's always some young muscly guy and his girlfriend, and you're like, damn.
I didn't see a young muscly guy. I saw a lot of big guys holding giant things, and maybe that's why it's like the equivalent of having a fat friend in pictures. You look skinnier if you're next to giant stuffed animals.
Just jealous, man, that you couldn't do that for your kids.
You don't know if I won or lost.
What game did you play?
All right, so I went over to the basketball shoot.
Oh, you have way too much confidence at the basketball thing.
But I didn't go to the adult one. I went to the kid one. And the kid one the deal is if your kid is not strong enough to push, to actually even get the ball to the basket, then the parent can take a shot for the kid. So I
said, one or?
It's one. You got one, you got to hit one to win. And you know how it is. Overinflated balls, bent rims, all that stuff to make it tricky. So I asked the person, can I have a practice shot? And they said,
practice shot? What?
Yeah, I said,
what kind of a game are you running over there?
I said, let me get a practice. Let me see what kind of scam we're working with here. I said, let me get a practice shot.
Did he let you do that?
Practice shot. Give me the ball. Swish right in. No problem. Kid gets all excited. Oh, I want the Pikachu. And the guy goes, no, that was a practice shot. No prize. And I didn't pay, so he's right. Rules are rules. But I at least had the confidence this is doable. I did it on my practice shot. So then I said, all right. You can take my 11 tickets. I'm going to go ahead.
11?
Whatever it was. Who knows anymore at that point. The guy's like, you're out of tickets. I got to go reload on tickets, go back to the guy. At this point, I feel a little like less confident because it wasn't just I could you make a basket quickly, you could make another one.
Yeah, you got to just go sweet. Yeah.
Now the guy goes,
now you need another practice shot.
Right. So I said, can I get another practice shot? He goes, nope, you're out of practice shots. You know how it works. So I said, all right, let me get the ball. I shoot it. The thing hits the rim. Clink, 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 falls, did not go in. Kid looks at me and goes, the saddest look they've ever given me. Like, are you serious?
So does she get a turn too, or no?
No, she couldn't even
so
reach the basket.
So you just take the turn for her.
And
you lose for her.
I lose for her. I said,
Wait, doesn't your kid play ball?
She's good, but the rims are too high and too far back. She's 6. She doesn't have the upper body strength.
Well, I know, but you're short. You're not much taller than
shut up,
she is.
Yeah, you're not that strong either.
So thank you guys. So then
turn your hat round backwards so you had like better shot.
Hey, I'm cool, man.
I did put my hat backwards for to be more aerodynamic. So the ball doesn't go in, and she looks all disappointed. And the guy goes, better luck next time.
I think those people that work at those counters too, they all look so condescending, even though they're not doing anything different. Probably.
I know.
I'm like, what are you looking at, loser? You're a loser. What are you working here for?
And I give the guy the eyes, like, hey, come on, man. Like, of the 2 shots I took, I did make one of them. So let's. These aren't your stuffed animals. Let's stop being so protective over them.
Right.
So he goes, you want to try again? And I said, sure. It's another 11 tickets, another shot. This one. Banked it off the back, hits the rim, almost falls in, falls out, falls down again. Now I'm annoyed. Now I'm out of tickets.
Oh, no.
Now I'm out of tickets again. And my kid's going, you lost again, Dad. I go, yeah, I know what happens when it doesn't go in. So I say to the guy, I'm going to be back. You'll see me again.
No.
And he's like, all right, man. Like, he's almost like,
this is how they make their real money, is resentful dads.
Yes. it's probably what keeps that whole fair afloat.
Yeah.
I forget about the deep fried
I wonder if
food.
the practice shot was like a smaller ball.
Yeah, maybe they give you a practice shot ball.
So I went back and got more tickets, went back to the guy again and said, hey, let me get one of them practice shots again. He goes, all right, I'll give you another practice shot. I sink the practice shot, no problem. And I said, I want that same ball back, that ball. He goes, all right, man, relax. So
You're threatening him at this point.
Well, you get so irate, dude.
With your turkey leg in your hand.
Hey, turn your hat around forward.
So he gives me the
This is my serious side of my hat.
So he gives me
At this point, how much money do you think you've spent so far?
Oh, man.
I'm guessing probably $30.
Jesus.
I had to double that, Allie. I think I'm at 60 because...
And what do you win? You win that big stuffed animal?
No, it's not big. I'll show you the size of it. It's a Pikachu. It's the size of...
Pikachu? They're still...
It's not that big, though. It's not like it's a really regular-sized Pikachu.
It's a really regular
It's not anything exciting. And so the guy, I hit my practice shot. He gives me the ball back. I put it same exact formation, and I missed the shot again. And now I say to the guy, look, man, hey.
Do you want to leave here with both your eyes intact?
I said that.
You're going to skip me that Pikachu.
I said, what are we doing here? I've hit 2 shots. I missed a couple. What's it matter which one I paid for, didn't pay for?
You're trying to negotiate.
And the guy's like, he looks around, does that kind of look around thing. And he goes, which one does she want? I go, she really wants the Pikachu. And the guy goes, all right, take the Pikachu and let me scan your card again. And so I basically paid for another round that I didn't, like I prepaid
so
for
So you pre-shot, made it, and then paid after.
Yeah, and then I felt like a real winner. And then I did the math in my head, and I go, I think I just paid $58 for this
Pikachu.
For this Pikachu. I go online, I go on Amazon.
Oh, $4, I'm sure.
I could have bought the thing, a bigger version of the same thing for Allie, under $6. Under $6.
Yeah, but that's what you know what you're getting into. That's what it is.
Yeah, I
know
guess.
that when you go to the prize counter or any of those places, it's always going to be stuff that you can get for a quarter of the price.
And you can't duplicate that experience. So now forever, your daughter knows you're a loser.
Thank you, Jake.
You negotiated your way into a regular-sized Pikachu.
That's
your calling card.
It's really, to be honest, it is so sad, and I feel bad because that's one of those times, we talked about when you're a winner, but you're really a loser.
Yeah, that is the epitome of that moment.
That is one of those times where that happened. And you can have all those experiences at the OC Fair. We'll give you some tickets in moments. We'll be right back, and when we return, we got your ADD news to get to. We have the big announcement. If you're currently on a standby boarding list to travel to Chicago and see the Lumineers, going to give that trip away. That's real winning right there. That's way better than
fair
a little
square
stuffed Pikachu. That's next on KROQ.
Klein, Alley Show. The world famous KROQ. KROQ.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Stuff going on in the world, stuff going on in the news, stuff potentially happening to your own body involving your ass. And you don't know about it because the news buries butt stories. And that's where we come in, Allie, with something that we call butt stuff.
It must be a special occasion. Oh, yeah. It's time for butt stuff.
In this edition of Butt Stuff, been quite a few stories of people actually getting butt-related injuries. Now, I know last time we did a Butt Stuff, it was a lot of people doing these backdoor, pun intended, surgeries with non-licensed doctors that were doing butt injections, and then they were getting cement in there, and it was a whole problem. Now, it seems there's a couple of good butt-related stories that we should share with you, including the bulldog puppy that was born without a butt.
What?
But has made a miracle recovery after a life-saving surgery.
Klein, who has an extra butt to donate?
I don't have an extra butt. I have an extra hole. It's very different. Complex operation and built the dog a new bottom from scratch. 3-hour surgery.
Lucky from scratch? What kind of scratch?
Lucky then spent a week recovering and learning how to relieve herself, and now she is a fully functioning bulldog puppy born without a butt. I didn't even know that was possible in the world of dogs, but that is a medical miracle right there.
So I'm happy that this dog now has a butt. However, there are a lot of humans that, we just talked to One-Arm Gary yesterday who needs an arm. Yep. People don't have legs.
People love doing stuff for puppies born without stuff. That's the world can
rally.
My
God, puppies in wheelchairs, puppies with artificial butts. They love it, and they will come out of the woodwork. They will donate so much money to make sure that every dog has a butt. And I just want to say, I understand animals are great, but people are pretty great too, and we should help them, maybe.
From good butt stuff to bad butt stuff, here's this.
San Antonio police are working on a crazy case because they say the entire argument turned shooting was over a parking spot. Police say the man was at a store on West Commerce Street when he got into an argument with a group of guys over parking. When the man was leaving, he says the men started shooting at his car, hitting him one time in his rear end.
So that guy got shot in the butt, and that is not the only bad shot in the butt story, Allie, because listen to this. Just when you thought that was the only thing you had to worry about, here's another one.
A Pensacola man is in jail this morning, suspected of shooting another man at a Waffle House.
Now, the sheriff's office says Lucky shot at the ground near the victim. The bullet ricocheted, hitting the man in the buttocks. Deputies say they found a bag of marijuana, other drugs. So Lucky, when they arrested him, he's being held without bond.
So that's two shot in the butt stories
What
right
a
there.
strong floor that it ricocheted off the floor and into his butt.
Right in the butt, outside of a Waffle House. And that sounded like a great night up until the shooting in the butt, because they had a bag of drugs, they had Waffle House, they had everything you could have asked for, minus the shooting in the buttocks.
But wouldn't you say that's probably the best place to get shot?
I
mean,
would
it's all
think,
fat.
Yeah, I would think and it's a cool story.
But
and
even the Waffle House.
Oh, the Waffle House is definitely the best place to get shot, because you can immediately, point to the menu. You don't have to order. You just point to the picture. You got food coming.
Waffles.
Chunked and smothered, I say. And then there's this story. If you are one of the fans of Ozempic or Wegovy, you don't just have to worry about all of the other Ozempic face stuff. Ozempic butt is apparently taking over.
First, we had Ozempic face, and now we have Ozempic butt. It's this idea that when people are taking Ozempic, also called semaglutide, and they lose weight, or, by the way, Wegovy, just so you know, Ozempic is actually FDA approved for diabetes, helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight loss, but whatever people may be taking, Wegovy or Ozempic, they are losing
someone's
weight.
on Ozempic.
Yeah, this woman is
It's
definitely
so obvious.
defending the Ozempic.
They have a lot of benefits, and it helps with depression and diabetes, and it's FDA
They are
approved.
losing weight and ending up with Ozempic butt. I did a video on Ozempic face. Now we have Ozempic butt. So what is it? It's this idea that you lose weight, you lose enough weight, perhaps you lose weight quickly enough that your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt.
So they're saying this
How
is
many
now
more words is she going to come up with?
There's a lot of words for butt, and she uses all of them.
That your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt, whatever you call it. And that can happen, honestly,
big
guys.
fat
with
asses. Thank
Did you say
Klein.
that, lady?
Yeah, you didn't say big fat asses like Klein did. You forgot that one, the obvious.
And that can happen, honestly, guys, with any time we, number one, lose weight, lose a certain amount of weight, lose weight at a certain speed, we can get sagging skin. And that's what...
She's on meth, this woman, I think.
She's on Ozempic and cocaine.
Yeah.
Some people are realizing as they go through their, say, Ozempic or Wegovy or what...
Cozempic. She's got a little Cozempic going for her. So the combination.
What have you. So when we talk about Ozempic butt, is it surprising? Well, not really.
There you
Is
go.
it hot? Yes, it is,
Yes.
Chris.
So there's a big roundup of all butt stuff. Also, experts wanted to point out that we were all making a giant mistake down there when wiping. Do you know what the mistake is, Allie? This is according to experts. This is the last story we have time for in butt stuff, this roundup.
People are going back to front?
That's a good guess. I think that only matters if you're a woman, I believe. I think guys can go
Any which way they want.
international
Typical men.
international waters down there. Our body, our choice, right? Whatever we want to do. Want to take a guess?
I mean, another mistake. I think that we shouldn't even be using toilet paper at all. We should be using wipes because we get chapped asses.
You're using the wrong word altogether. They're saying the concept of a wipe
In general?
is all wrong.
You got to just do the bidet.
It should be a pat or a dab. Pat or dab. Wipe
What?
is.
How are you supposed to get stuff?
Listen, this is according to experts now. They say we are handling that area all wrong. And the whole notion of wiping is the problem.
I'm sorry, but if you're just doing a light dab, you got a stank ass.
I'm sorry, I'm an expert in this, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you realize how gross Jake's butt would be if he dabbed?
the butt experts reveal. The butt experts reveal. You are in there for an hour.
I'll be in there for 2 hours.
The butt experts reveal
all day.
that the wiping and wiping hard is causing all sorts of problems for people because we're not doing the proper pat/dab method.
Oh.
Dabbing all the live long day.
So there you have it. That's been a very exciting
Very graphic.
and graphic round of butt stuff. We take a super quick break. When we get back, oh yes, the bribery will commence. You go to Vegas, we got your tickets, trip, And you'll be at Sick New World with Metallica, Linkin Park, Queens of the Stone Age, AFI, Evanescence, 311, and others. And we'll do that after this.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Gabby, from
Yes.
from Dion's genitals to yours. What's up?
Hi, how are you guys?
Great.
Great. Mine is actually true, though. I actually am going through having a cyst on my labia. And, yeah.
What was that?
Allie, don't judge.
I didn't make that noise.
Stop
Allie,
it.
Tisk.
It's
Yeah,
the
this is-
size of a quarter right now. One labia is bigger than the
You don't
other.
have to
Allie.
defend yourself to me. I'm not making those sounds.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone quiet
Yeah.
down. Explain it again, Allie.
Yeah.
Try to keep it together. Go explain this again.
I have a cyst the size of a quarter on the left labia, and I've been squeezing it, trying to pop that.
Allie.
I will gladly show it to you, Allie. And I'm a personal shopper, so I have to walk all day for 8 hours, and my labia is rubbing against my other lady part.
It's not me.
I'm very sorry
saying
that you are telling us something very
I'm
personal
not
now.
grossed out. This is hot.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's even grosser.
You know what the
All right.
funny thing is that it feels gross, but it feels good. So
Okay.
it's like,
All right,
Stop
Allie.
it.
Gabby, I'm sorry.
Gabby, thank you for your brave story.
What a story, Allie.
What was this an excuse for? This is just actually happening.
I think she thinks that we're going to help her medically. So, Gabby, have you used this to get out of anything or just to get off? What is the thing?
no, I actually asked my HR man. Thank God I'm close to my
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Going to give away some tickets in just a moment. Then a big announcement. New city, new band, maybe the greatest combination of cities and bands so far in this KROQ Road Trip USA. But first, let me say hi to Sabrina in Anaheim. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning.
You are caller 20. We're going to send you to a KROQ pool party happening this Thursday. And you will be there at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa with Almost Monday and Postmaster Johnny, all right?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Postmaster Johnny.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, enjoy that. There go the baddies. We will see you at the pool party. That's KROQ's pool party happening this Thursday. More tickets. We got a ton of those tickets to give you every day this week, straight up until Thursday, so be ready to win. All right, let's get into your news now, then a big announcement that will forever change your life. But first, there's this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
It was another weekend of summer travel, meaning another weekend of near-death experiences on airplanes and at airports. I have several big stories that were making the rounds over the weekend, all terrifying for different reasons. First, you have the near miss on a Southwest flight from Burbank to Vegas. This was not on the runway. It was in the air. Two planes about to collide. One of them had to do an aggressive nosedive to avoid the other plane. And two of the flight attendants were injured, and some of the passengers said it felt like the Tower of Terror, where we fell 20 to 30 feet in the air. The screaming, it was terrifying. We really thought we were plummeting to a plane crash. And imagine that thought. I mean, even just when turbulence on a very minor level happens, you have this thought in the back of your mind, like, are we going down? Is this my last moment? You know, and all of those people probably thought they were going to die for a second.
That Burbank to Vegas, for some reason in the summer when the air is like really hot, I don't know, there's always some crazy, weird turbulence usually landing into Vegas. But sometimes the plane does have a big drop.
Yeah, and this was apparently a very close call. And so it's amazing that the pilot was able to see, and now there's like a bunch of more conversations about air traffic control, etc. Then you had the Delta flight where everyone had to use the emergency slide after they
That
were
was so fun looking.
I know, right?
I want to do that.
I've always wondered what it was like to actually use that slide, and it's so big. It does kind of feel like you're at a fair, even though it's a serious situation. They were about to
11
take
tickets
off
for each passenger if they wanted to use that slide.
and they were about to take off when they heard a loud bang. There was something that, like, you see the video, the airplane is smoking a little bit.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
You see the fire, yeah.
And so they're all, doing the emergency landings and stuff, and they look terrified. Like, as soon as they get off that slide, they are booking it. They are running.
So fun to run on a runway.
Because that's what it's for, right?
Yeah.
It's called a runway. No one runs on it.
I know.
Why?
Finally. Makes sense. Now I get it.
That was in Denver. So then on another flight, also Delta, before takeoff, 10 federal agents and air marshals stormed the cockpit and arrested the co-pilot. There's no information about what this co-pilot did or why they decided to storm the cockpit just before takeoff. If this person was going to do something, if they had some kind of a history. But how crazy would that be if you're sitting on the jet bridge, like ready to take off, and you see all these air marshals and federal agents just run up to the front of the plane and grab the person and take them off? You're like, what the hell just happened?
I've been on planes before when they've sent in a bunch of police presence for some, and it's always that moment where they're walking down the aisle where you kind of play that game of, I wonder who it is. And you go, I hope it's not me. I start getting real paranoid. Like when I do something.
I know.
Did I do something years ago that I don't
where
remember?
you feel guilty even though you did nothing wrong. All right, and then finally there is the hero granny who tackled somebody who was about to storm the cockpit on another plane.
This is the fallout after a Georgia grandmother took down an unruly passenger she says was trying to storm the cockpit.
I felt like my life was in danger.
Nicole Pruitt was on Delta Flight 937 when she said she noticed a woman repeatedly trying to enter the plane's cockpit.
I got her down on the ground. It wasn't hard to do because she wasn't even expecting it. And at that moment, I told the flight attendants, I said, could you please get some restraints for her? And I would say she was very strong, but my determination was even stronger.
Yeah, there you go. So all very different stories over the weekend, but all plane emergencies, both in the air and on the ground, and before takeoff and after. Okay. There's an app that people are downloading right now like crazy, and any woman who is actively dating will want this. It's called T, and it's like Yelp for men. It's sharing reviews of dates with guys, sharing red flags, calling out cheaters, things like that. You can post pictures, you can chat with people, etc. It's been around for a while, but all of a sudden it shot to the top of the app charts. All of a sudden everybody's downloading it, and now it has been hacked. They announced that they had discovered unauthorized access to their data system and that they had thousands and thousands of user-submitted images, 13,000 selfies, 59,000 images that were publicly viewable from the app, from people posting in the app. That means you get people's personal information, who they are, potentially their email addresses and other sensitive data. They said that they have fixed it since then, but what dude is like, what are they saying about me?
I mean, it's interesting.
I gotta find out what they're saying. What is on there?
They're not the first time they've attempted to launch a, quote, Yelp for people thing, but this is the first time where they've really focused it on guys have gotten really good, bad guys, I guess, at if they are going to catfish a ton of women or they're going to pretend to be someone else, or perhaps they're married but they're still trying to date online. And the idea here was, how can we protect women so they don't get involved with someone that is really good? I mean, it was crazy. The story we found out about that someone that used to work here had a full-on relationship with a guy. Full-on. And this guy, I think, had pulled this move with, I think he was dating 11 women around the country.
Right.
Some crazy story.
So it's no wonder that people want to create things like this just for their own safety and waste of time. You don't want to waste your time with somebody. That's really what it is.
Waste your time, your emotion,
exactly.
all that other stuff. You find out they're just a scumbag.
All right, this saga between South Park and the White House continued as well over the weekend, and I am just so excited to see this S-storm continue. If you type in Donald Trump, it autofills South Park right now. Everybody was watching the South Park episode, and the White House said that they were, they called South Park a fourth-rate show that hasn't been relevant for 20 years, even though everybody was watching the premiere.
They just signed a $1.5 billion
I know.
deal.
It's not relevant.
Seems pretty relevant.
So at Comic-Con, Matt Stone and Trey Parker were there, and they were asked about it, and they did this whole oh yeah, we're terribly sorry, very sarcastic. Mm-hmm. And then somebody, one of the moderators joked about having a subpoena with him, and Parker was like, it's fine, we're ready. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. Subpoena, and then South Park versus the White House.
Would have been great. Hey, I would love it, but that'll be at least an future episode idea right
Absolutely.
there. Absolutely. Sure. My cam recovery from the shows over the weekend. Everyone seemed to have a really good time. Super jealous. I was not there, but you probably were. And we get into a brand new hour of the show with a major announcement next. Big announcement time.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your Monday. We are Klein Alley Show KROQ. And how did you spend your weekend? Were you at that show right there with My Cam, or perhaps the band's Warped Tour, Long Beach? Maybe you're sitting on your couch watching the return of Happy Gilmore, or at the OC Fair. There's no shortage of things you could have been doing. But if you didn't do anything, or you did, now you've got the craving for more, we're going to give you a couple of trips right now. First of all, we have to go ahead and call the winner, let them know they're packing their bags and heading to Chicago. No better time to tell someone they're about to get on a plane than after Allie reports on 4 near misses that took place on the Friendly Skies.
I know.
So let's go ahead and give away this trip, and then we'll announce where it'll be going to next. And I believe it is the most exciting combination of band/city we've done so far in this KROQ Road Trip 2025. We'll tell you that in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and give away some good news right now to someone who's about to go from the standby list to the actual boarding list. And if you've ever been sitting at the airport waiting to get your name called from the person at the kiosk who's constantly typing 1 million letters a second, there's no better feeling than to be told you are on the plane, because that means you made it.
Yeah.
Or you're getting upgraded.
Hello?
Hi, is this Victoria?
Is this Klein?
It is Klein. I'm here with Allie and Omar and Jake the Nerd and Vanessa and Postmaster Johnny. And forget about all that, because the most important thing is you're currently sitting on a standby list to see the Lumineers here in Los Angeles, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you can still see them here, but you're also going to see them again at Soldier Field.
Shut up.
In
Oh,
Chicago.
my God.
Congratulations. August 30th, round-trip airfare, 2-night hotel stay, 0 minibar privileges, and that is all yours from your friends at KROQ.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, what a great Monday.
So have fun in the skies.
Yeah, don't listen.
Ignore all the other stuff I just said, okay?
Forget everything Allie just talked about, okay?
Oh, perfect. Thank you,
All
Allie.
right. Have a great trip and enjoy your Chicago with the Lumineers.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. See, people actually win stuff. People always go to...
This is a real person who is not hired to be on the radio.
I got this question yesterday from every time we do in a live event. They go, hey, let me ask you, when you guys give away these trips, is there real people winning those things? Or is that just like people...
That would be highly illegal.
If this company thought of it, they're so cheap, they would probably be like, I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize AI could win.
Yeah, you don't have to actually buy the plane tickets. And send
I
them.
am so excited to go to Chicago.
So, congratulations. You are going to be on KROQ's road trip. And now, Allie, let's waste no time, because we have a brand new band.
Let's get it out of the way. Let's do it.
And a brand new city to tell you about. This is a city that I think you and I have both lived in before.
Yes, some of the best and worst times of my life were lived in this city. I had a real emotional breakdown in this city. Destination
number 5, I think, is going to put you in New York City. You will get flight, and you will get hotel, and hotels in New York City ain't cheap. Even the bad ones aren't cheap anymore.
Oh my God, you have 500 square feet?
So
it's like $400 a night.
Knowing this company will probably put you up in Jersey, but no, I think you're going to go to New York City. You're going to be in New York City. It's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA, and I think that perhaps the coolest part about this is the band that you will be seeing in New York, and this is that band.
This is Trent Reznor.
Hurt myself today.
There you have it, destination number 5, New York City with 9 Inch Nails. You will win tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th and get on the standby list to see them again in New York. And all you got to do is be the right caller, which is caller 20 at 9, noon, 3, and 6, which means you get 4 chances a day to get on the standby list, win your ticket to see 9 Inch Nails right here, and then potentially again some NIN and NYC.
You know, I don't think the whole time I lived there, I don't think I ever went to one show in New York City because I couldn't afford it.
I believe that.
But I did live in a 1-bedroom apartment sharing with a woman who wore 1 purple glove every day.
Oh, that's cool. What's she up to?
No idea. I don't think she ever existed.
You have her number? That's when Allie was on her drug journey. Yeah, that's right.
That was
some people recovering from this show over the weekend. If you were on the other side of the pond, like Nicole Alvarez was, here's some Oasis with Klein Alley Show. Lots of winning coming up.
KROQ, and welcome to the helpful Honda Soundspace, where you're here to see
Sophie Tucker.
If this is your first time at a KROQ event, where the hell have you been? We've been doing cool shit like this for years, and the important thing is you have a good time, you keep listening, keep calling, keep winning, so we can all do this again. Except for whoever here has that rank BO.
It's me.
We knew that.
Before we get started, let's go over a few ground rules. Come on.
First off, this event is being filmed. We didn't ask your permission, and we probably should have, so please don't sue us.
Klein, will the public ever see this?
Nobody knows.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Yes, it will be. Broadcast live on
November 17th.
And you can hear it on KROQ and the Odyssey app. And don't forget to check out the full video on KROQ's YouTube page. And while you're there, check out us.
En agua, por favor, ubique las salidas. Pero tenga en cuenta que vamos a salvar a la banda y a la gente sexy first.
When you're watching the show, there may be some challenging height differences.
If you're a tall freak, don't stand in front of a little person that didn't have enough vegetables as a child.
It's bad manners. Let them stand in front of you so everyone can have a good time.
Cell phone use is allowed. Just don't be a dick about it. And if you do post us, make sure to tag us at KROQ so we can regram it, make you internet famous. And hey, that's what life's all about.
All right, enough talk. Who's ready to bring out the band? We can't hear you. We said, who's ready to bring out the band? And we still can't hear you, but that's okay. This is a recorded message, and you're yelling at a TV.
Now let's bring out your host. It's your favorite KROQ DJ and all-around great guy or girl. Please welcome
Nicole Alvarez.
Show. Nice tribute from Oasis to Ozzy at their shows that took place this past weekend. And, they still have some shows coming up locally. That's right, at the Rose Bowl. A lot of talk about that. People saying, who's going to see Oasis when they come to Southern California? We got lots of tickets to give you if you're just joining us. And people asking, how can they win Disneyland tickets? Great questions. Starting right now, everything that happens on these airwaves between now and when we get out of here, which unfortunately for you is at the end of summer hours, which puts us almost straight up through 11 o'clock. Everything that we say and or do could be a question, could be the answer to a question. There'll be a little show quiz at the end. I recommend you pay close attention to what it is we talk about because you could win 4 one-day, one-park tickets coming up with the show quiz. And a lot of people are listening going, that's not going to be me. I'm turning this off in 15 minutes when I get to work. But if you commit, listen on the app, watch on YouTube, whatever. By the end of the show, there'll be a few of you sticking around that actually did pay attention. And you will have your chance to win some Disneyland tickets by answering I think it's 3 questions, 3 out of 5 you got to get right about things that happened on today's show.
And people are ravenous for Disney tickets. I saw them, people that were dressed up yesterday at our event, all in Disney stuff, going, can you please let us know next week how to win the Disney tickets?
Yeah, well, we're telling you right now.
We want them so badly. And I was looking at a family of 4 going, you're in it for, that's a big savings if you get a 4-pack.
So every day this week, the shows will end with a little show quiz. All questions that happened that day on the show. Could be about guests we had on, could be about things that we got into, could be about things that I've been accused of, whatever. Could even be about compliments that go in Allie's general direction, like this.
Hi, Allie. This is Danielle calling from Corona. I just calling to tell you that you look excellent.
Couldn't even get out her compliment. She was trying.
I think she's just quoting me.
She's just giving one of your famous quotes, which is about 9 words mashed together.
Which is miserable.
So listen, everything starting now that happens on the show could be the answer to a question. Those questions, get a few of them right, send you to Disneyland. So we got that to look forward to. Already made the big announcement that you'll be seeing 9 Inch Nails in New York City. Your chance to get on the standby list in less than an hour with us. 45 minutes. We'll do that at 9 a.m. sharp. And if you missed it, here are the details about that.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for, all while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel when you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail a cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG.
You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ. Back to school. All right, I was given a bit of a proposition, or at least a situation that needed solving. Now, for my trip, we are all flying to Vegas, meeting there, staying in a hotel for a night, and then we're meeting in the lobby at 4 a.m. to take some kind of a bus to a train to a plane to the canyon.
Allie is doing some sort of a weird hiking survival week. Sounds like the kind of thing you would do to a kid that had a drug problem, where you got to put him on a scared straight week to live in the wilderness.
It's a rafting trip through the Grand Canyon for a week. We're covering 288 miles. People say it's a dream, life-changing experience.
Right. And the only good part of the trip, from when you've explained this to me, is that you get to go to Vegas. And the whole thing, even this part is terrible. They don't go to a good, fun Vegas hotel. They go to one of those, like, off-the-strip, no casino hotels. And then they have to wake up at 2 in the morning or something like that and go on a bus to take them to the...
Yeah, so I actually have to get up just as early as I normally do for work.
Like, when Allie started explaining this trip to me, she goes, it starts in Vegas. I go, wow, you got me. I'm already in. What a great trip.
And but I have to go to bed at 7.
Don't worry. We're at the Marriott, not on the Strip. And there's nothing fun to do at it. And we're
I heard the Venetian's close.
Yeah. All right. So then,
I also got an email from the hotel this morning and said, we look forward to welcoming you to the exciting city of Las Vegas. We wanted to share that we are having a little work done.
Oh, the hotel is great.
We are in the midst of a transformation, including the new Great Room restaurant, bar, and marketplace.
Hi, I'm the hotel. That sounds like a terrible situation.
The new Great Room.
Yeah, so you now...
So all of us are staying in this hotel, and when we booked the trip, most of us booked a room. Now, and everybody on the trip that I had known of were all women. So there was 5 of us, all women. Now, there's a straight guy, that has been added to the trip kind of last minute. Just a couple weeks ago, we learned that this other guy was able to come.
Is this like a woman's empowerment trip or something?
No. It just happened to be women in this friend circle that are going.
Right.
Now, this guy has a wife and a child, young child, but he's going by himself. Now, he went to go reserve a hotel room, and there was nothing available. The hotel was sold out. So now the question is...
There's a billion hotels there.
Yeah, but he wants to stay in the hotel where we all have to meet in the lobby at 4 a.m. To stay at another hotel is kind of inconvenient. But I did present that as an option. Why not stay in another hotel? Instead, the option that was presented was, hey, Brian needs a place to stay. Who's willing to have Brian in their room? And I was like, well, he should just get his own room, right? I mean, there are... Of the 5 women, 2 of them are gay.
2 of the women are gay.
Yeah, me and 1 other.
So you guys can share a room or can't share a room?
So I pitched, I'd probably be one of the best people to share a room because nothing's going to happen.
Oh, I got it. This is why it's interesting, because now you've got a married guy And if you look at this on paper, it seems fishy. Guy spends night in Vegas hotel room with woman who's not white. But if Allie, the unattractive lesbian, is the option, then all of a sudden it becomes a lot more palatable.
Excuse me, there's another unattractive lesbian he can pick from too. No, I don't know what she looks like. But I offered up my room because not only do I have a 2-queen bed situation.
You want him to split the cost.
Well, that's a possibility.
Right, of course. I know why, Allie. Let's be honest.
It's only one night. If I get control of the TV and I get to control the bedtime, then I'm willing to let him stay in my room.
What's the bed situation? 2 beds or 1?
I just said 2 queens.
2 queens.
I have 2 queens. But then one of the other people on the trip offered to have him bunk up with her. And she is straight and single. And they've known each other for a long time as friends. But they all kind of know each other, including the wife. And I'm wondering why this is the situation that suddenly is happening, to the point where they said, hey, I'm going to share with Brian, but I only have a king. Can we swap rooms so that we can have the double queen room?
Oh, so interesting. So rather than stay with you in the room you have set, which is a room that already has 2 beds, and you're a gay lady and he's a straight man, and there's zero sexual
Easy
chemistry.
situation.
He's asking to avoid staying with you if you can swap over, take the king bedroom by yourself, and then he'll move into the room with 2 beds, but with the straight woman.
Straight single woman.
Straight
and this
single woman.
involves me calling the hotel and adding them to my reservation so that they can check into my hotel room and I can check into theirs.
Maybe they have a relationship that's full of trust, and the wife completely trusts him and has no problem with him staying in a room with another straight woman.
Yes, but think about if you had this situation, what would be okay?
Well, there's not one part of this situation that applies to my relationship. I wouldn't be staying at this hotel you're at. I wouldn't be going on this stupid rafting trip.
Okay,
but
if there was a situation where, well, Klein doesn't have a place to stay, here are the options.
Right.
Would your wife be okay with you staying with a single straight woman, regardless of how long you've been friends with that person, that nothing's happened?
I think that she would have an issue. I feel like it would definitely lead to
lots of conversations, right?
It would lead to at least a conversation. And would I be thrilled with her? I mean, let me think about this. Would I be thrilled with her staying? Because she used to travel a lot of times, and she, she's in fashion, so most of the guys are super gay, so it was never really a concern of mine. She was like, I'm going to stay with Chow or something. I was like, great, stay with Chow. Yeah. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah, but you never know if there's a random situation where I've talked to plenty of gay guys that have hooked up with women on trips.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, then they're not gay guys.
Well, anything can happen, especially in a place like Vegas. You never know. Not to shake your trust, sorry.
But aren't you all loading up and ready to hit the river with your crap cans and your personal toilet? It's like there's nothing sexy about this. Nothing about
but the first night is. 949 said these two are planning to F for sure.
Well, maybe they are.
Why are they going through such effort to make sure that they're the ones staying with each other? Isn't that a bit of a red flag?
I would rather stay with someone that I have comfortability with than someone that I don't know at all. And I guess you're the stranger, and he's got a comfortability with this girl, even if she is straight and single, and even if he is married and straight. The wife, it's this guy's wife that I think should probably get the ultimate say.
Right, she should be the one to decide. Yeah, and wouldn't she go with random lesbian stranger over longtime single straight friend?
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of guys, the concept of staying with a lesbian in theory sounds fun and hot. They haven't met you yet, but in theory, I'm saying, right?
Thank you so much. I am fun. All right, anything can happen with me. 323, I don't know what the answer is in this situation. All I know is that, Allie, you are a doormat.
Yeah, it does feel like whatever's happening here, you're being somehow cuckold. Like you're still either they're cucking you for your room, or like you.
I obviously got the better room reservation.
Right, because you got the 2 beds, but why would you need 2 beds if it's just you?
One of them is for the suitcase.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary.
One of them is for food. One of them is for the random crap I want to throw on my bed, the dirty towels, all of it.
I'm very curious as to what is the right answer here.
I'm still 323. I'm trying to figure out why he is comfortable doing this in the first place. Why is he so fine staying with her?
Right. And why? And just out of curiosity, why would he want to go on this? This trip sounds like it's a big rah go women. I know, Allie, you don't think women count, but
it's not a rah go women trip.
It feels like it.
No, it's a Grand Canyon trip for all ages except 12 and up, and all genders and everybody.
But it feels like everyone you know is all women.
In my group, yes, but I'm sure the ratio is half and half. At least it is in a lot of the videos I've been watching. I don't think. I think that men love nature crap like this.
No, not me.
Not you, but a lot of other guys do.
Jake
Omar, you
would.
would love a trip like this, wouldn't you?
I would love this. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
But Omar,
And he's a man's man.
Omar, let me ask you, because you're in a similar situation. You're married to a woman. You're a straight man.
Mm-hmm.
Would your wife be cool with you sharing a hotel room with another woman that was a single straight woman, or would she rather you shared the hotel room with Allie, the homely lesbian?
Okay, can we stop calling me a homely lesbian? I'm not
Probably
homely.
the homely lesbian.
Thank
I
you.
guess. Yeah.
Thanks, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
But your wife, but it's interesting because Omar's wife actually does like Allie.
Yeah, and if I was going to stay in a room with Omar's wife, probably some stuff would happen. 909, they call him Chow because he loves chowing down on Klein's wife.
All right. I knew that's why his name was Chow. He's like, hey, I'm Chow. Everything we say, because it could be worth some Disneyland tickets for you, or perhaps you'd rather go see Nine Inch Nails in New York City. You'll have that chance in about 30 minutes. Allie, last week, I think we were all kind of that shocked but not surprised when we heard the sad news about Ozzy Osbourne, because, you know, guy's old, lived a life, wasn't in great shape, but also it's still shocking when you find out. And then the same for Hogan, and then everyone starts going, who's going to be next? I mean, even Malcolm Jamal Warner earlier in the week, you go like, oh man, I haven't thought about Malcolm Jamal Warner, but was a fan of the Cosby Show, and Theo was so young and full of life, and then it's just what happens. People get older, and then they die, sometimes tragically, other times it's just, that's it, it's their time.
Yeah,
The
and
angel is
it
dead.
was a tough week for people who grew up in the 80s.
Tough week.
Because there was a lot of shows, a lot of songs, a lot of WWE matches that they watched, and now maybe rewatched over the weekend in memory of them.
Parts of your childhood goes away when these people die, and I know they'll probably live on in legend, and it's interesting because we had Billy Corgan on to talk about that, and he suggested or put out there into the atmosphere, maybe we have a annual Ozzy show where all these artists get together that were at his final show.
He basically said, let's bring back Ozfest.
That's what he said, and that's doing quite well. A lot of people sharing that, saying from Billy's mouth to God's ears, let's make that happen.
Ozzy!
Or at least to Sharon's ears, let's make that happen.
What she
But
said.
Jake hit the streets to find out who people believe the next legend to go is, and these are some interesting predictions here, and I haven't really put a lot of thought into it, because it's not the kind of thing I would like to think about, but people in the streets have very strong thoughts about which legend, which icon we will lose next.
You are now about to witness the strength of street science.
First one, I think is actually a great pick, and I feel bad saying it. Allie, you're probably going to cry, but this is what someone says.
What's your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris from where?
Burbank, California.
Chris, we've had some iconic celebrities die this week. Which icon do you think is next to go?
The next to go. Oh my God, that's a hard one to say. I bet Britney Spears.
How come?
No.
But like,
she's doing all right. I'm
She's
not going to
not.
say anything about anybody.
yeah, say it, Allie, because you'll be the deciding factor if
No.
you mush him dead. But I mean, this guy says she's the next.
She's kind of a little out there, but I'm a little out there myself, but I relate to that.
So that's one pick, Britney.
I
as
would
the
be
next
devastated.
I know you would, and a whole bunch of people would be.
Brittany, don't do
Not wishing this on anyone, but it just feels like now it's all wild cards.
No, right
across
now
the
she's
board.
doing fine. She's just, free in her house, and she just makes her weird videos, and then occasionally gets kicked off a plane or has some weird episode with medication. It's fine. She's doing fine.
This guy's got an interesting pick.
What's your name?
My name's Chris Denaro.
Christian from where?
From Burbank, California.
Christian, we had some icons die this week. Who do you think is going to be the next icon to go?
Man, who's up there? I heard the thing with Gene Simmons. He was looking a little bit concerned about Ozzy up there, so I think maybe Gene. It's going to be a next rock star for sure. I saw there was another like a food critic guy that also died. I forget his name.
What do you think is going to be a rock star? Why?
Just a feeling, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Feeling the vibe.
Feeling the vibe, yeah. I wouldn't want. I don't know. Maybe a movie star, actually. I'd say. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, we're back to who
We're
knows.
getting less and less clear.
Guy
I
was
do
locked
think.
in on a person, then he goes, I'll just go rock star. Then he goes, no, I'm moving over to movie star, then to who knows.
Look, there were some people at that Taylor Hawkins tribute show.
Yeah.
That they walked out on stage and I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Like Brian May from Queen. I was like, how is this guy walking?
I know.
And then he's just like he just shreds still. or Keith Richards or something like from an old band that you just feel like, man, I can't believe they're still around.
This person gave us an old band, actually. Someone I had not thought about in a while, but this is an interesting pick.
What's her name?
Like government name or like what I go by?
Is she holding in a hit
I don't
while
know.
she's talking?
Yeah, I don't know what her deal is, but I think she should get her sinuses looked at ASAP. She's got something going on. What an interesting response. What is my name? Government name or what I go by? That person already.
I want to know both now.
Yeah.
Because I got two.
I need both. And your social.
No, I'm not giving you my social.
Okay, give me both your names.
Mackenzie and Aries.
Okay, why Aries? Let me guess.
Because I think that's a badass name and I'm an Aries.
There you go.
Let me guess. Because I'm an Aries.
That's exactly the answer. If you ever meet someone who goes by the nickname Aries, I promise you the story is because they're an Aries.
Because I think that's a badass name and I'm an Aries.
We lost some iconic celebrities this week. Which icon do you think is going to be the next to go?
Next icon that's going to be like next to like go-go? Like what do you mean by go?
Oh my Lord.
What do you mean by go?
Well, she is a fire sign.
That's an Aries right there for you.
To die.
Look at me. Like don't ask me that.
I didn't write the question. I'm so sorry.
Who else is old? Who's old?
A lot of people are old.
I know. Well, no, true, but okay. I've been thinking since you asked me this question.
Since you asked me this question.
Oh my God.
Since a minute ago when you asked me this question, I've been thinking.
And I have an answer for you. And Jake's going, I regret
hate
asking.
to say this because I love him so much and I hope he doesn't. But like Billy Idol.
Wow.
I'm sorry?
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol. Mr. White Wedding. Billy Idol.
I think also Willie Nelson, I'm surprised, has not.
Because he kind of had a similar thing going. I remember that big tribute thing, the 90th birthday party that happened at the bowl where everyone came out and played with it.
Kind of felt like 2 weeks after that was going to be the news.
I know. That's a great pick. I mean, there's no winning here. You don't want to be right here, but also
626 said Mel Brooks will be the next celebrity to go.
I hope not. But I mean,
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick is he found youth again.
It'll
dude.
be like autoerotic asphyxiation.
I don't know. Dude. He's going to get worn out, man.
You think so? I feel like he's eating that fountain of youth right now.
I know, and he's going to have a heart attack from rough sex.
You think so?
Dude.
This person saying something, Ellie, you would like.
What's your name?
Becca.
Becca, we lost some icons this week. Which icon do you think is going to be next to go?
If you're keeping track, no one yet has said Joshua Jackson, for the record.
Yes, because he's young and spry and just announced a new film trilogy with Katie Holmes. His life is going great. He's killing it.
I don't think people think of him as an icon necessarily.
Don't kill him.
Right.
God, who's old? Who is old? No one's old anymore. Everyone's kind of young. Everyone's pretty young. Like Pam Anderson, she's like, she's cool. Babysit's cool. Everyone's cool. Trump's old. He can go. He can go. Yeah. Trump's old. I know he's old. I know he will go soon. For the next 7 years.
And why do you think that?
Because he's overweight, not healthy, won't check his stats.
So this person's locking in on Trump is the next one to go.
Well, but then I think Biden, they just announced that he has some kind of cancer, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's an interesting pick as well.
And let's see. 925 said Phil Collins. We had 2 different votes for Phil Collins.
There's some
Clint
Phil
Eastwood,
Collins stuff.
Bruce Willis.
Jake got Phil Collins in the street. Listen.
What's your name?
Shannon.
Shannon from where?
Burbank.
Shannon, we had some icons die this week. Which icon do you think is going to go next?
Phil Collins.
How come?
Because he's not in good shape and because of his disease.
So there's a lot of people.
Because of his disease.
Yeah, she's going for that. But then Jake also did run into female Jake, who goes by the name Shannon. And Jake and female Jake had an interesting moment before she gave us her prediction.
Have you?
That's female Jake. Remember her that laugh, Allie?
Yeah,
That's female Jake.
Where have you been?
I've been good. How about yourself?
Oh, God. Much better that I didn't throw that cigarette at that guy. Luckily, he didn't notice.
Yeah, almost nailed it.
I was like, oh, my God, I almost got a man on fire.
Everything with her seems like it's an almost terrible thing happened, right?
I really want to know what happened.
She threw a cigarette at a man and almost lit him on fire.
She flicked her cigarette out and then almost hit a guy with it.
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, and she just stands outside the bar wasted all the time.
Seems like it.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot in common?
Like, what do you mean?
It gets so defensive there, Jake. It sounds like the two of you spent a lot of time standing outside the bar conversing.
Oh, we did. We had a good chat, and she's fun to talk to. She gives me a lot of good audio.
Yeah, because she's like you.
Jake's doing his job.
Yeah, no, I know.
Don't make fun of him for doing his job.
I'm not making fun of Jake. I think the two of them have like an interesting back and forth. Even the way she first said hi to him is very flirty.
Do you think 6 months from now it'll be like, we should have been together the whole time, and they're going to get married?
You're going to find out they're the same person. It's like
and they'll be like, do you?
Human convention. Human. God, now I've said it too many times. The word has no meaning.
What is she trying to say, Jake?
She's trying to say human combustion.
Oh, that's the word. She has a hard time with that.
When you set someone
human combustion. No, that's still not right.
Oh, that's a Vanessa right there.
Vanessa,
a munchkin?
Vanessa, how do you say it?
Convention.
She said the same thing.
Let's see who can get it first. I'm going to keep playing this on
munchkin.
Vanessa, I'll give you another shot at it.
What's the word I'm looking for? Convention.
What's the word? Convention?
All right, she's still at no.
All right, Vanessa.
Vanessa, you get a shot at it.
Convention.
You're getting close.
That was close.
You're getting close.
Wait. Human conversion?
Vanessa?
Combustion.
There you go!
Vanessa, you beat Shannon. She's still
Why
going.
are you adding more tins?
It's something between those.
You want to keep trying?
I don't know if I should.
Anyway, that's Shannon. We will get to her, but we don't have time to get into it now, Allie, because we have
Did she ever get to a pick?
She does get to it about 3 minutes later, but I wanted to let you hear the band that will be playing at KROQ's pool party on Thursday, because we have tickets to give you right now. If you'd like to go, call us, 800-520-1067. We get you in next on KROQ. They will be playing KROQ's Pool Party, which is happening this Thursday night at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. And all you got to do is win your way in. And we got tickets to give you every single morning this week. Lots of tickets to get you in there. Postmaster Johnny will be there learning how to swim and hosting that event. And Almost Monday, playing live for your listening pleasure at a pool party. And if you haven't been to a pool party yet this summer, at least a proper one, you deserve it. Brenda in Irvine, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, my God. Did I win?
You have won the tickets.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Very welcome. Get up. What is your SPF? I'm going to guess here. Allie, you want to guess her SPF? She sound like a ginger, or she puts on like 100?
No,
or...
she sounds like a 15 to me, a bronzed girl.
I'm going to say all natural. Loves that vitamin D. What is your SPF?
I like to do 50.
50?
Wow,
5
man.
Oh, man.
That's that.
Dude, I
It's like ranch dressing.
Thick, yeah, that thick cake
All right, hold
stuff
on.
that never rubs in.
Lube up or whatever they say, and enjoy the show. I shouldn't say that. That was weird. A lot
Whatever
of people...
they say. You mean perverts?
I don't know what they say when you put on time to put on your
Whatever
sunscreen.
did he say?
Well, yeah,
Lubed up.
what did he says before you go to the pool. We a lot of people this weekend were excited about the return, I guess the sequel to Happy Gilmore. I'm one of those people that was pretty excited when it was announced, and then it finally came out on Friday. And I would argue that, and it's funny that the reactions have been very funny because some people say it's better than the original, the greatest sequel they could have hoped for, and other people say it's the worst movie ever made.
Well,
they're the most polarizing reviews of any film ever.
Yeah, I mean, people were really excited and we're going to see it regardless of whether or not it was good. And that's kind of when to do a sequel, right? Will people watch it even if it's bad? Yes, they will.
But if you remember, and I equate this very much to when they did a return, Coming to America, when Amazon brought Coming to America back, and everyone goes, Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, one of the greatest comedies ever, so funny, it's been so many years, and everyone universally, I thought that the return, even if you loved Coming to America, it just felt, the second one felt almost like it ruined the first one somehow.
Well, because I think if it's bad enough, it does taint the first one, because a lot of these sequels end up being just a bunch of callbacks and cameos. It's just callbacks and cameos, disguising a weak plot line. And then you just kind of get this nostalgic feeling for a little bit and then just kind of miss the original.
Now, you know me. I'm already a little bit jaded. I'm a fan of the Sandman. I like Sandler for the most part. I do think he's done some crap movies, but...
I loved all of these. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. I loved all of those.
I root for Sandler. And yes, the argument could be made. It's been 30 years or whatever since Happy Gilmore, so maybe... my sensibilities in comedy have changed, and we did have John Daly on with us. I would argue John Daly was one of the most underrated stars of that movie. This was not a random cameo. There were plenty of random people that popped up for one sentence, one line cameos. John Daly was like a actual part of the show, a movie, and I think one of the best parts of the movie. And he was on with us recently, Allie. You may remember this.
Oh, how you guys doing?
Doing quite well. What are you wearing as we speak right now? Loud pants, or are you pantsless?
No, I'm just in shorts and a T-shirt smoking a cigarette. It's perfect.
That's John Daly for you. That's how he starts the day every day, Allie. Smoking a cigarette. And he was such a great addition to that movie, and I thought he played himself, but he did it beautifully.
Well, what did you think of the movie overall?
I'm not done with it yet. I have.
Oh, my God. You didn't even finish it?
I didn't finish it.
That means it's bad.
No, it doesn't mean it's bad. I never finish anything.
What's crazy is that on Rotten Tomatoes, Happy Gilmore 2 currently has a better score than the original. And Dave Portnoy posted about it. He was like, how is Rotten Tomatoes critic score for Happy Gilmore 2 higher than the original? What are we even doing here? Happy 2 was terrible, but who cares? It's the type of movie you can turn on, take a nap, and miss nothing.
Listen, I understand why people would be critical about it, because Adam Sandler does, and he did it great with Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. Dumb comedy where like the jokes are almost intentionally dumb, but they're going to be absurdly stupid. If you go in knowing that, I think you are very satisfied. I was actually pleasantly surprised. From what I've seen so far, I thought I was going to be annoyed and hate it. I was pleasantly surprised.
Well, one of the reviews I saw, they said he has a horrible drinking problem in it, and that it was kind of sad. Like, it wasn't absurdist funny. It was just like, oh, this is...
Luckily, Klein does an excellent Adam Sandler impression. So why don't you give us a little taste of one of the scenes from the movie?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it justice.
Oh, really? I think you can. According to these Rotten Tomatoes reviews, you would absolutely be able to do it justice.
He doesn't he speaks as Happy Gilmore, and Happy Gilmore doesn't really do the Sandler talk.
It's not full Sandler.
He doesn't go full Sandler.
He doesn't do the accent in this movie at all. That was the most disappointing part.
Johnny, Johnny, by the way, Johnny hated it. Johnny thought it was...
At first, I was kind of like Klein. I was like, why isn't this not serious? This is like a goof movie. But then when you remove yourself and you're like, oh, it's just for laughs and goofs, then it's really funny.
But you said you hated it. You said you hated everything about it.
Yeah, I did, because I was like, why is it not like Happy Gilmore 1, and why is it not serious? Like, what's this goofy storyline?
Happy Gilmore 1 was serious?
Yeah, it had more of a storyline. He's trying to save Grandma's house.
I agree with Johnny. He was trying to save Grandma's house.
Hey,
it was very serious for Happy.
Still trying to save Grandma's house.
Still?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The house.
I thought he was trying to save the whole sport of golf.
Yeah,
he's trying to send his daughter to college.
Yeah, ballet school. There's a lot of.
But I also heard his family ruined it. Because now he puts his family in everything.
And here's the one critique that I would say I stand by, and that is that. And I've heard this from people that have ideas for Sandler movies. He does now, I think, force his wife and daughter to be in all the movies.
Do you think he forces them, or do you think they force him?
I think they force him.
Hey, you put me in the last movie, Dad. I want to be in it too.
And then he agrees, and no one's going to say no to Sandler, so they end up getting his wife and daughter in all these movies. And I think that people get mad about. I don't know, because nepotism is like slapping them in the face. They don't like it.
Somebody else said that this is a good review. Happy Gilmore 2 is at its best when it moves on from cheap gags and cameos to some of the absurdist humor I've always loved from Sandler movies. If the script had been more focused, they would have been compared more favorably to the original. Yeah. And I would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, not even seeing it. If you have the original absurdist humor and that's what people loved initially.
Right.
Don't just do the cheap gags and the cameos, because that's not going to get you that far. It might make people watch it but not love it.
In the original, Allie, and this is not going to give anything away, you had Chubbs, and Chubbs was his caddy, and Chubbs, another celebrity we've lost this year, right? But Chubbs was a skinny guy named Chubbs. In the sequel, they have Chubbs' son, who is a really fat guy named Slims. See what they did there?
Yeah,
so but also has a fake hand for a different reason.
Oh, that's funny.
See, so there's part of it where you go, oh, this is obviously the stupidest thing. I don't know who's sitting down watching it, waiting for this to be like The Godfather.
Yeah.
Here's
a prediction.
Happy Gilmore.
Who's the next Happy Gilmore cast member that's going to die?
Well, you remember the unfortunate curse that was on the original.
There's like 3 or 4 cast members who have died, including that alligator.
Yeah, and a lot of those cast members in the original Happy Gilmore had their next of kin that were in the sequel as paying tributes, like the guy that had the nail in his head. Remember that construction worker? That was like, you're standing on my foot, Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah.
So that guy's
That's spot on. That was really good.
Thank
Do that
you.
again.
Now he is reenacting the movie.
I couldn't do it again. But
I couldn't do it again. It was a one-time perfect impression.
In 30 years, I'll bring that back, guys, if you're still around. But they did bring back some of the many dead people. And look, I thought it was, from what I don't know how it ends. Maybe it ends terribly.
It seems like your expectations were low and your expectations were met.
Yeah, my expectations were low and my expectations were exceeded because I went into it high, first of all. I think that's important.
Well, of course.
And I also went into it just going, I'm going to try to transport myself back to when I first saw Happy Gilmore, 30 years ago.
Yeah, I guess I think at this point in my life, I don't have time for bad movies. Even I'm going to watch this high and half
You don't have time for bad movies?
I don't even have time for a movie.
Get out of here.
What's Sandler think about that?
Yeah. Are you sure you stupid lesbian?
Okay, now I'll watch it.
Okay, good.
The world famous KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show.
That's Jake driving back to California. Oh, there he goes again. It's KROQ Klein Alley Show. Just at some point in your life, you will be asked, sign here if you want the insurance, or click on all these boxes and sign there if you would like to ignore. And you make a decision in that moment. Am I going to bet on myself? Am I going to bet against myself? Used to be pretty easy. I think universally people just agreed always get the insurance, never against an ace playing blackjack, but always when renting a car, because it was like, now I can just drive completely careless, which is a great way to go through life.
Yeah, and see, for me, that's not the way I want to go through it. I always bet on myself, which I should never do, but I never opt in for extra insurance for anything. I've never had Apple Care. I've never had a car the extra car insurance. And the one time I did get extra insurance on a rental car, something did happen.
So it's good you had it. And that usually should have been a lesson to yourself. It's like, wow, I did the right thing. Now, other people argue once you sign up for the extra insurance, whatever it is, sometimes it's like an extra insurance on a rental or extra insurance, home insurance. Like you said, the phone one. I've seen people decline insurance at an Apple store, be handed the phone, immediately drop it, the thing shatters, and the person's like, you just said you didn't want the insurance.
Yeah, but sometimes now they do the 3 free months of Apple Care.
Sometimes, but sometimes not. And
every time I'm on the phone with somebody and something customer service, and they're like, "Did you have insurance?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure." And they're like, "Well, let me check for you." And the answer is always, "No, you did not." And it's such a dejected feeling when you're like, "God."
Oh yeah, when they do that check, and you're like, "I know I didn't, but maybe there's a mistake."
know.
Yeah, because Apple, you talk about like Best Buy too. They'll do that thing. You buy anything at all, buy a TV
or an extra warranty,
right? And they kind of explain to you on the phone, like, on average, if something goes bad here, on average, repairs are going to cost you way more than you're going to pay for this thing. So you kind of get like talked into. Well, anyway, Jake did not buy the insurance on his rental car. He got into a pretty bad accident. The car's all jammed up. And
I would say, how much do you think the damages are? I would say in the thousands.
Oh,
for
on
sure.
Definitely
car.
In the thousands.
Yeah.
You do anything to any car, you're starting at 1,000 now. I mean, I don't even think you can get anything under 1,000, no matter what
I'm
the car
surprised
is.
he was able to make it home because I thought during the road trip the front bumper was going to fall off.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the place it was hit is a very... I did get in a car accident that was hit in that exact place, and it totaled the car. Even though it didn't look that bad, it's about where it was hit. And if they have to replace enough stuff, they just call it total.
I put some tape on it.
Candy, what happened to you? We're hearing your stories now of times that you neglected or declined any sort of additional coverage and it came back to bite you in the ass. What happened?
Yeah, on vacation in Grand Cayman Islands, didn't purchase the insurance. My ex-husband totaled the car. We were held by customs and couldn't board the plane until we paid for it.
What was the cost of that?
Over $5,000.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And it was his fault.
It was his fault. He rear-ended somebody, didn't buy the insurance, and couldn't leave the island until we paid.
Jake, this is going to be your future, my friend. Except that instead of the island, it's going to be right here in Southern California.
No, that's worse.
And to have to pay someone $5,000 in a foreign country and have to deal with all of that, the fraud protection, and to try and get the withdrawal, and I mean all that
But
stuff.
$5,000 in pesos isn't very much.
But Jake, I rented a car recently, and I remember because I also declined. Because supposedly I have coverage or whatever. If you have insurance, depending on your insurance you have on your regular car, sometimes it transfers with you over to a rental. And the guy said, I understand a lot of people say that. He's like, just so you know, though, if you get into any accident, even a minor thing, and you decline all of our insurance, you have to pay up front until you figure out how to get reimbursed later. And sometimes that could take months, years, whatever.
Crap, I didn't know that.
That's what they claim because they want to. They want to peer pressure you into the insurance,
Right.
and they get real. They do not like it when you say no, 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 no. They kind of give you like, all right, well, that's your funeral.
Yeah, because it's a racket. That's how they make their extra money.
I agree. I think most of the time insurance is a scam.
Let's say hi to Dylan. What happened to you? Hi, Dylan.
Hi, yeah, you kind of talked about it already, but I dropped my phone off to get repaired because I already cracked it. Then as soon as I left, I dropped it again and cracked the screen.
Now, did they give you the option when you got it repaired, hey, you want to throw the insurance on here? Because it's insurance, they'll fix it for like $30 or whatever, but if not, it could cost you a couple $100, right?
Yeah, it cost me a couple $100 both times.
Oh, man, but still no insurance.
That's
People,
true.
People are proud of themselves.
Double down. Someone on the text line said, I denied insurance on our phones, and then my husband ran over his phone with a lawnmower, and it exploded.
Yeah, I should have the insurance. That's right.
Such a funny way to go out for a phone.
Christina on KROQ. Jake made a decision that will probably cost him thousands of dollars by not checking the box that said he wanted insurance on his rental car, and then he got into a big car accident yesterday. You can see some of the pictures of that all up on the socials at Klein Alley Show. Luckily for some people, he's alive right now, and in fact, I think this is why, Allie. I don't know if you heard this.
Hi, this is Clarence. I'm Jake's guardian angel. I was at the scene of the accident yesterday, and I was supposed to take Jake, but I just saw his poor little dog on the passenger seat, and I thought, if I take Jake now, who will trot poor little Kibby around everywhere they go in a baby Bjorn? So I couldn't do it, and now Jake is going to be living the rest of his life still begging for sex with his girlfriend, and I'm going to get fired.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys are hiring over at KROQ. somebody with some guardian angel skills.
No.
Klein, I'd be a very good guardian angel. I might be able to help you win some of those prop bets you make.
Thank you. That's Jake's guardian angel was
Yeah.
looking over him at
You
the
know.
at the scene of the crime.
Clarence has to take someone else now, an innocent child.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take. He's gonna have to murder a child now because he kept you alive, Jake. And by the way, your plan was flawed from the beginning because there's so many people that say, you drove to see the eclipse. You didn't. This was just the cherry on top of the depressing Sunday that was his last few days.
Hey guys, listen about Jake's trips to Texas, and it got me thinking about the last time I rented a car. Going over in the allotted miles was like absurdly expensive, like 40 cents a mile. I think Jake's math is off. I don't think he calculated for gas and rolling over on the mileage. I'm assuming like $1,000 extra. He probably could have just flown there, paid the surcharge for flying there, and would have been cheaper, and he would have been back already.
Jake,
all right, guys. Sweet dude.
Thank you. Thanks
Will
for the call.
you record yourself bringing back that car today? Because I do not think it's going to go well. I think there's going to be a lot of charges you didn't know about. There's going to be a lot of paperwork you're going to have to fill out, and you're like on 24 hours without sleep.
Oh no! So, is there such a? They didn't tell me anything about max mileage.
Well, dude? The amount of fine print that they show you when you rent a car, and none of us read it, so I'm not judging you for that.
No, because no one wants to be in the rental car place longer than they have to.
Right, so it's just check, let's go, keys, and then even when they do the old walk around and make sure there's no damage on the car, and everyone's just kind of half.
Yeah.
But you are going to be up. You are in for a rude awakening later. I'm not even.
Or it's going to be like, yeah, just bring it back, no problem, and then the phone calls start.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this? Hey, what about this?
I'm going to guess right now. We can all place our bets. What that total is going to be between the mileage and the damage and everything, but I think Jake is going to be in the $7,000 range.
That's what I was thinking too.
$7K.
So what do I do? Do I get my card decline right now? Like cancel my card right now?
They have your card on file?
Yeah. Should I cancel it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, as promised, we have our first spot waiting on the standby boarding list. If you would like to be a part of KROQ's Road Trip USA, a brand new band in a brand new city. This time it's NIN and NYC. That's right, 9 Inch Nails in New York City, plus sold-out tickets to see them right here in Southern California. And all you got to do is be caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067 so we can get you on the standby boarding list. We will pick up that caller 20, give you the good news. The second we're done with this, your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
There may have been several airplane problems over the weekend, near misses, emergency slides, passengers tackling other passengers, but I also have more than one local grenade story to share with you this morning.
More than one?
More than one.
Oh, boy.
This is not a good trend. First off, you know the grenade explosion that happened a couple weeks ago that killed those 3 officers?
It's terrible.
One of the grenades is missing.
Oh, my God. One of the ones that did not get, that did not explode already?
Yes. They found 2 grenades in an abandoned apartment building. Then they brought them to that training facility. That's when they examined them. They thought they were inert. And then the explosion happened. I didn't know this part. When one of the grenades was being cut in half as part of a training exercise to examine what was inside.
Oh, man, that is the problem.
Is it cake? Let's pow.
That's the problem with that show.
Now they're saying the second grenade is not where they left it. An extensive search of the training facility was conducted. They did x-rays of all vehicles. They did a grid search. They did a thorough inspection of evidence lockers, the gym, office spaces. They said, we have literally looked everywhere that we possibly could. So if you've seen it, let us know.
And that is I guess we would assume, a very active grenade.
Also an active grenade.
Wow.
So then there's this couple in Pacoima over the weekend who came to the police station with a box of grenades. And they said, hey, we were cleaning out our dead relative's house, and we think there might be bombs in here.
Oh, man.
What do we do?
And they brought it all the way there?
Yeah, they put it in their car and drove it to the police station. I know.
Jesus.
So then they came out, the bomb squad showed up, and they figured out that they were real live grenades.
How easy is it to get a grenade?
Does everyone have grenades?
I don't have one.
I don't. You're all jealous.
I know.
By the way, if you were to run across a grenade, wouldn't you use it? My first instinct was like, I'm going to go to the mountains or something and set this thing off.
Yeah, flush it down the
seems
toilet.
so fun.
You think they're like, let's bring it to the police station.
Right. Omar is right, though. It's like if you find a box of illegal fireworks, you don't turn them in. You're like, we're having a fun Friday.
If I saw a box with grenades in it, I would run in the other direction and call the police.
Yeah, but then what happens? What happens if you run, Allie, and then a child finds it or a dog goes over and tries to eat it?
No, I would immediately call 911 or whatever and get them. I am the idiot
what a buzzkill.
Yeah, you suck.
Dude, as soon as I pick that up, it will explode in my hand.
I don't throw your body on top of it. Like
I don't
in the
know
movies.
enough about grenades to be able to handle them properly.
But that's what you do. You lay on top of it.
What?
You throw your body on top of it.
Of a grenade?
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Because then you're a hero. Then you're a hero.
For who? I'm in an abandoned garage in this scenario.
You say the garage.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Probably save some cans of paint.
Saved an old bike.
Yeah, there you go. You're a hero. Allie went out the way that you went in, next to a bike.
All right, so we have another new prison escape. Again, this is in New Orleans. It's at the same prison where those 10 inmates escaped.
Jesus.
And the crazy part is that this guy did not even need to break out. They just let him walk away.
A big new manhunt underway in Louisiana after an inmate walked right out of jail on Friday due to what's being called a clerical error. It happened at the same New Orleans facility where 10 inmates broke out in May. You remember that. We covered it. One of those men are actually, he's still missing.
Another inmate is on the run. This time after officials say they accidentally let out 30-year-old Khalil Bryan.
Even though it was a mistaken release from custody, you are on notice. You are a fugitive.
These people sound like they do not care.
No, zero F's given.
Clerical error. Guess who made it? This old lady.
But
I'm
I like that. Like the first group that ran out, remember, they ripped the urinal off the wall, and then that's how they got out, right?
Yeah.
That was the first group. This guy's going, just act like you belong. Just walk out with confidence.
No, he didn't even need to do that.
Bryan's release was a clerical mistake. He was confused with another inmate set for release sharing a similar last name.
Isn't that amazing?
Similar, not even the same.
And then this is the lady who runs everything.
The mistaken release of Khalil Bryant was a serious error, and as sheriff, I take full responsibility.
She sounds like on the verge of death, too. I don't think they know what's going on over there.
What a great place. I hope if I ever get locked up, it's at that place. Because that seems like you could
You're
just
here in
walk
L.A.,
around.
you're like, can I just go to that New Orleans
I want to go to that
prison?
New Orleans one with the old senile
There's a lot of
lady.
Kleins in there.
Let's hope so.
Totally.
Come on.
All right, and then finally, Pope Leo is already coming in hot. He is inviting hot priests to the Vatican for a youth appeal summit so they can all figure out how to appeal to the younger audiences through high follower counts, TikTok trends, things like that. And he has invited 1,000 of these social media savvy priests that are like hot priests, and that's their kind of MO on Instagram. It's like one of them is, I don't remember the father's name, but he's got like tattooed biceps and like plays guitar for everybody. And if they have these like
Father Swole.
bodybuilders in dog collars that are going to to get everybody into the Catholic religion.
They're trying to sex it up.
They're trying to sex it up, and they're trying to use the appeal of these priests to lure people back into Catholicism, because a lot of people are not religious anymore. They're kind of dropping the whole faith-based way of life.
They're going influencer like everyone else.
Yeah, and Pope Leo's on board with it.
All right, well, listen, we get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and the very first thing we do is give away these tickets to see Nine Inch Nails. Sold-out show here, and potentially you see them again on the other coast, New York City. Caller 20, I'm picking you up right now.
Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
We have a blank piece of paper here, but pretty soon it will be full of names. That is called a standby boarding list. Already this morning got to give away that trip to go see the Lumineers in Chicago, and that went to Victoria. Victoria from El Segundo won that trip, and she is off to Chicago. She seemed pretty excited about it to go see the Lumineers. Here's what we have for you right now. If you're just joining us this morning, didn't hear the big announcement, 9 Inch Nails, you'll see them once at the very least at the Kia Forum, September 18th, and then get on a standby list to see them again in New York City. Here we go. First name on the standby list puts us on Tyler. Good morning, Tyler.
Hello?
Hi, you are
Hello?
caller
No
20.
way. No way. Dude,
Yes.
I've been trying for years. I've never won.
Well, soak it
What do you
in.
guys say?
Is it everything you thought it would be and more? Sometimes people finally win and they go, you know what, it
man.
wasn't that great.
No, this is everything. I've always wanted to see 9 Inch Nails.
You are going to a sold-out show. It's an amazing band, and potentially, since you're the first name going on the new standby list, we call you back on Monday, a week from today, and tell you to pack your bags for New York and see them again, all right?
Oh, man, that'd be so crazy.
Thank you for
Thank you
for starting your day with us here on KROQ.
Yeah, but if you win, you have to raw dog it on the plane.
Got to raw dog it.
No
Oh,
entertainment,
okay.
no phone, no nothing. Just
Let's
stare
go.
into space.
All right, he'll do it. That's fine.
6-hour flight.
Nothing like it. Hold on 1 second. That's Tyler right there. You'll have another chance coming up again at noon, and then 3, and then 6 until we get the standby list nice and full and send someone to go see 9 Inch Nails in New York City. This hour on the show, Miss Pat will be joining us. Miss Pat, as you know, a very funny comedian. She's in town this weekend for shows, but she also hosts a show, Allie, where she plays a judge.
Miss Pat settles it.
Miss Pat settles it, and we thought she'd be a great judge to determine who is a worse parent between Allie and myself. We're each going to present her with something we've done that we know is not great parenting, but she will determine which one of us should immediately drop our kids off at a fire station.
Yeah, and what I love about Miss Pat is she is always honest.
So,
she will never
yeah.
BS or just try and be friendly.
Yeah, she
will
may
give
tell
you-
us we're both bad parents.
I'm sure she will.
So we'll get into the return of Miss Pat. Very funny. She'll be on with us later this hour on the show. We got to announce the big winner for Park Week for everyone who submitted. That's an amazing grand prize as well. Someone's going to be seeing Lincoln Park, this band right here, plus going to Aftershock. And
Discovery Park.
Discovery Park and some Slice too. But that's all coming up this hour right here on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Friendly reminder, hopefully you're listening to everything we say, because at the end of the show today, it'll be a show quiz about things that took place this morning on the show. Every answer is stuff that's happening live before your very ears and or eyes on YouTube, and that could result in you getting 4 tickets to Disneyland, which will be given away at the end of summer hours, kind of close to 10:45-ish.
Real stuff here, guys.
This message is waiting on the goat line, and I can't tell if it's going to be a compliment or an insult.
Hey, Klein and Allie. Sweet David, the purpose of this message, real quick, I just wanted to, I was going to type it or send it through like a comment, but I think it's better to come from an actual voice of a listener.
You think that's going to end good or bad?
No, it sounds like a really big concern.
That's what it sounds like. He started with a Sweet Divot, so I would assume he's on our team, but then all of a sudden he wanted to use his voice, not just type it.
Well, I just wanted to say how much and I'm sure all the fans agree, how much you guys
suck.
I think all of the fans agree.
Give back to us. It's amazing. Like all these events, all these giveaways, the silver time, the summer hours. I really wanted to go to the Randy's Donuts event today, but yeah, I just wanted to say that it doesn't
but
go unnoticed.
I didn't want to.
But I also didn't go, so you know.
And I'm not going to give you even a reason.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it doesn't go unnoticed. You guys are the freaking best. And I feel like you guys are always working overtime. It's amazing.
Well, it does feel like we were working a lot, but
the Odyssey CEO says it's amazing.
We've never heard that, but we do it because it's we do it for you, and it was actually great as always when we do these events. We never know if anyone's going to show up. So for everyone who did make it out to Randy's for the free donuts and for the prizes, that was great. Everyone there was great except for Jake, and for 3 reasons.
What?
Well, we'll start with this, and I'll explain this, and I'll let Omar be the judge here. We first get there and we decide, let's go ahead and take all the wonderful prizes we have to give to the listeners who show up and place them on the table.
Oh, yeah, we got to do a nice display.
And
Presentation is everything.
We got some Naked Gun stuff because we're there to promote the movie, and then we got some KROQ stuff. The first person who comes up and goes, can I get one of them T-shirts right there, is none other than our very own Jake the Nerd.
There's 100 T-shirts.
Dude, that is unprofessional as
There were
F,
not
man.
100 T-shirts.
There was not 100. There was about 5 T-shirts, and Jake goes,
They're not for you, dude.
That's what I said.
That's why I asked.
You didn't ask.
Yeah, I did.
I said that. Okay, what happened is Jake did exactly what I said. Let me get one of them T-shirts, and then I said, dude, I think that we should give them to the people that are here. And Jake's like, he doesn't, Jake doesn't just go, all right, that makes sense, and walk away.
That makes sense.
So instead, Jake goes, yeah, but I want this one right here, the sleeveless one. And I'm like, all right, well.
You said you want the sleeveless one? I said, yeah.
But was my first thing I said, I think these are for the people that show up, not for us. We work here.
I don't remember what you said.
Okay, well, that is what I said.
There were like 6 of those sleeveless shirts. There were not a lot.
Yeah, the way it works is like after the event, if there's anything laying around, then here, go ahead, take it.
And there weren't anything lying around. Everybody wanted everything.
Everything was. Someone even took the box that all the shirts came in. I mean, they took everything. And then at some point during the event, a little bit later, Jake's nowhere to be found. I don't know where he is. Not that big of a place. As you know, Randy's, you can't. The original Randy's Inglewood, you can't even go. There's no inside even. I mean, there's no inside.
Yeah, which I had never been to that Randy's, and so I didn't realize that there was no inside.
No, there's nothing. There's a giant donut on the roof, and then there's a stand you can either walk up or you can drive through, and that's it. And then they set up a little tent for us in the parking lot. And but at one point, Jake is nowhere to be found. We're trying to take some pictures, and apparently, Jake was involved in a very shady parking lot transaction.
He met up with a Facebook Marketplace person.
That's not shady.
Now listen to this. So we're doing a live of, and Jake, you were paid, correct, to be there?
Yeah, and I was there.
Yeah, but at some
He's
point,
already spending the money.
At some point during this event, you were paid to be at. You started by saying, "I'm going to take the stuff that's for the people," and then
you said I could have it.
Then you disappear into the parking lot to work on a Facebook Marketplace transaction,
which is the new Craigslist, by the way.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
I didn't disappear. I was there. They found me at the tent.
He made it real convenient for himself.
Wait, what?
Why don't you meet me at where I already am? Here's the KROQ tent. Meet me there.
Is that? I thought I couldn't find you, and someone said Jake is making some sort of a sale or something. What were you even doing?
I bought a hand printed.
You don't even want to know the rest of it. He showed me. I saw him in the parking lot and he was like, "Look at this," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And he was like, "It's in 1967." I stopped listening after that.
Oh, really?
And then he said, "It's," and I said, "Where did you get that?" He said, "I just met somebody in the parking lot from Facebook Marketplace, and I bought it off of him."
So you're scheduling your weird transactions during our appearances?
Yeah, they live really close to Randy's.
It was like a big pink poster that had like, I don't know, kind of like the White Rabbit weird 60s font on it or something. And then I said, is it an original? And he said, no, but it's a really good reprint.
Well, Jake, where? First of all, a couple things. One is, so you had to you decided this is going to be good. You're already at Randy's. You're already there for the free T-shirt.
Yeah.
You got the free donuts.
We already got the free donuts, the free T-shirt. And we have always.
I didn't have any donuts.
And listeners always show up and give us stuff, too. That's the other thing.
Oh, somebody brought churros?
Right, which is weird. It shows you how smart our listeners are. That some guy brought a bag of churros to a donut.
They were delicious.
Appearance.
Thanks, Felipe.
Yeah, but the point is, of all of that, then you're working on your weird Facebook Marketplace transactions during the event.
Well, no, I wasn't working on it then. I did it then. I worked on it before.
That's true, Jake. It is true.
But the total commitment time was only 2 hours. Couldn't you just do it before or after?
10 to noon.
I said I'd come after. They said we can meet you there. I'm like, okay, fine.
Right. But
And-
you didn't tell him to come at 12:01 after the event was over. You told him to come right in the middle
Hey,
of the
I
event.
might be working because I'm working.
Yeah. Why don't you come while I'm working?
Yeah.
You're right. I had no time to do this 2-second transaction.
Well, everyone knows that those transactions aren't 2 seconds.
It was exactly 2 seconds. All I did was Venmo, and I'm like, hey, thanks for the poster. That was it.
And how much did you end up spending on this?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, I know. Because I think Jake has
Oh,
a spending
boy.
problem.
What
This is the thing.
Isn't
Is
he
he's-
saving for a new car?
I don't even think he has room in his little shack for more crap. He's got plenty of stuff decorated on your walls. Do you not, Jake?
Where's this bunny poster going?
I don't know yet. I got.
He doesn't have room.
So you bought a poster, you have no room to even put the poster, but you bought
I
it?
can find room for it.
What did you spend on this poster? More than $20?
Yeah, more than $20. Yeah.
More than 50?
Yeah, more than 50.
Yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
my God.
It's hand printed.
It's fake.
It's
Hand
36
printed.
by 24, hand printed. It looks great.
I know, but Jake, this is not what you need to be spending your money on. You're trying to save for a car. You're
Jake-
driving a complete piece of crap that's about to break down on you.
Jake, did you
Yeah,
spend?
but the original in this poster sells for like almost $1,000.
But you didn't buy the original. You bought.
You didn't buy the- yeah.
You bought.
But I could sell it as the original.
someone who traced the original.
Oh,
Jake,
so you're
did
going to
you-
dupe people and say it's original?
That's a good idea, Allie.
Oh, I'll go halves on it with you.
Jake, did you spend three figures on this?
No, I did not.
Okay, so somewhere between $50 and $100.
Yeah.
Regret it? Did you have regret?
A little bit, because I thought I was buying an original, and then I found out before I bought it that she had printed it herself.
See,
and I felt bad.
Oh,
That's why. That's
you-
why when you show up at Facebook Marketplace, you are always lying. Everyone's always lying on it, including me.
All right. Well, anyway, if you didn't make it to Randy's, you didn't miss much. For everyone who was doing Facebook Marketplace transactions during our Randy's Donuts appearance, thank you for including us in your Sunday.
Yeah, and anyone who wanted a picture of the whole morning show, sorry about that. Jake
I
was
was in
busy.
every photo.
Sorry, Jake was busy wheeling and
And
dealing
I
in
was
the
the only
parking
one
lot.
that had the naked gun on the front of his coffee.
And if you have
Right.
any other crap you want to sell Jake, please just give us a call and let us
And
know.
for all the listeners that couldn't get shirts because Jake took them all from the table, I'm really sorry.
I only took 3.
We brought.
God, that's so many. That's half of
He's
them.
going to be selling those on Facebook Marketplace later. It's like a vicious cycle.
$20 a piece.
We're,
Oh,
we're
come
somewhere in the middle of I don't want it. We're coming right back to find out who's the worst parent on the show. Miss Pat will be judge, jury, and executioner, and that is next.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel when you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail the cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG.
You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Need an accident.
You know, I'm on board for most things we do on the show, even if it makes me look like a total ass. But in this particular case, I'm not that excited that I was selected as one of the 2 most tone-deaf people on the show. Not that I care about being a good singer. I didn't go to school for singing like Allie did.
I also didn't go to school for singing.
I thought you went to musical theater school.
I went to acting school.
Oh, really?
I didn't get into musical theater school.
Oh. Well, anyway, and I know Jake thinks he's like the star of every karaoke bar he goes into because he's got his go-to songs, and he is the lead singer technically of the short-lived band Rip Nasty.
Yeah, but I think Jake always sings obscure songs at karaoke that no one really cares about.
Right. But no one would know if it's good or bad because no one's heard the song before. Because
Exactly.
it's the side project of the cousin of the guy in A Perfect Circle or
That's
something.
a good band.
Right. And then you got, Omar, who's clearly musically inclined because we all heard how he slayed the clarinet during Forced Resolution. So you're down, and Johnny's a musician, plays guitar. So really, just process of elimination.
You're the least musical out of all of us.
Well, I think we'll prove you wrong in a few moments when you hear me attempt to sing songs. Most of these songs I had never even heard before. Most of the ones you told me.
These are not just KROQ songs. We wanted to go beyond that.
I don't think any of them are KROQ songs.
We chose top 40 #1 songs that have been nominated for Grammys, songs that people are obsessed with right now.
So we call this thing Tone Deaf for Deftones, up for grabs, pretty sweet prize. You will get to go see the Deftones at the Kia Forum this Thursday, and one person who wins tickets from us, and I believe today is the last pair. People won them all weekend, and we gave a pair away yesterday, a couple pairs we got today. Do we have 2 pairs today, Vanessa, to give out?
Yes, 2 pairs.
Oh, even
Nice.
better. Wow. The plot thickens. 2 pairs of tickets.
We can do this again next hour.
Oh, goddamn. I don't think you're going to want that. You'll also get a chance to meet the band, score some VIP merch as well. So it's time for Tone Deaf for Deftones.
How was your process of learning these songs and then singing them?
Well, I listened to the songs a few times yesterday, and my kids, for the first time ever, respected me because they're like, I love that song.
Oh, see, you're getting into their interest.
I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to give anything away. And still, I feel like I have no connection to the music. But you'll hear in a moment. And let's go ahead and say hi to Camille. We'll get to go first on KROQ. And Camille, hey, good morning and apologies in advance, Camille.
Hi, good morning.
All right.
It's okay.
I'm going to play you some of the song, and all you have to do is tell us, even though I am tone deaf, what song I am attempting to sing. If you get yours right, Allie will write your name down, and everyone who gets theirs right will be in the drawing to win some tickets to see the Deftones. Here we go. Song number 1. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Can you guys not laugh? Hold on. Can
Oh, no, let him finish.
Hold on.
Let him finish.
No, we don't need to hear anymore. She already guessed.
No, come on.
Hold on. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee.
Are you doing a Dracula impression?
I know. Why are you lowering your voice? It's already so much lower than hers.
I thought that's...
Is that because she's gay? I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee.
I thought that's how it goes.
This is
All right, relax.
She sees the baby girl.
I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. Camille, congratulations. You were able to figure out my tone deaf singing, and you did.
Let's play a little of the original so you can get kind of like an A and B. Let's.
I'm having wicked dreams.
Same.
Santa Monica. I swear it's calling me.
All right, pretty good.
Dude,
I like that you do jazz hands when you get to the top note.
You can't tell the difference. I mean, I know, like, most people that have heard her version, that's the one they know. But if you were to play this to people in the streets, they would think that's her.
Oh, mama.
Who is that, by the way? Who's singing that?
Huh?
Who is that?
What?
Chappell Roan?
Oh, thank you. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, good job.
You knew
Hold on.
that. Come on.
I know. I thought that was I don't want to say who I thought it was because I have a song coming up from the other person.
You're getting them all mixed up.
I get them all confused. All right, hold on. Well, this is going to be painful.
It's a pure joy.
I just want to say that if you remember yesterday, Vanessa did Tone Deaf for Deftones, and I thought she was way more tone deaf than me.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. 100. I wasn't sure, but after hearing that, yes, I'm 100% certain that you're actually tone deaf. I just don't know if you know any of the notes that exist.
Thank you.
In music, period.
Or otherwise.
Let me say hi to Rigo in El Monte. Hey, Rigo, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Chance for you to win some Deftones tickets, but we're not making it easy for you. How goes it?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right. Did you know the first song by chance? Not that it matters.
I didn't. I thought we were going to be guessing Deftones songs. I was like, I got this, but
that would make sense.
That would make sense. I would have much rather sung Deftones songs, especially because people think I look like the front man in the Deftones. Some people have said that before. It's one of my celebrity doppelgangers. All right, here we go. Song number 2. It's Tone Deaf for Deftones. Apologies in advance. Here we go. Well, I'm going to paint my picture. Paint myself in blue and red and black and gray. All of these beautiful colors are very, very meaningful.
I don't even know what the hell. What?
Rigo? Any guesses?
What the hell?
Any guesses? Rigo.
What happened to Dracula?
I changed it up. I was not inspired.
wow, oh my God, I've never heard that song.
Yeah, well, you know that gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play.
I don't know, is that Taylor Swift?
It's
a good guess.
Taylor Swift. No, it is not. I'm so sorry, Rigo. That was
very
Is that supposed to be singing?
Yeah, it was singing.
I think you're just yelling.
You're like talk.
That was singing.
I would buy a guitar and I would play.
Well, it's called Tone Deaf for Deftones. And now you're
sounds like
making fun
slam poetry a little bit. Yeah.
Slam
You're a
poetry.
hip cat.
Symbolic. I felt symbolic yesterday. I would buy Picasso. Hey.
If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play. Mr. Jones and me look into the future. That's Counting Crows.
What?
That's Counting Crows. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you. I don't think so. She's looking at me.
Whoa.
You're a fan of this band, and you don't even know how it really goes?
That is how it goes.
But now that I know it's them, I can hear your passion.
Yeah. Called Ensenada on KROQ. We are Klein LA Show. Thoughts to you, Jacob Knoll, a loss of your cat. I know that is rough. Almost didn't actually go play the show because he was so devastated. He called his cat his best effing friend.
I'm sure you can relate.
Not with that cat, but I know what it's like when you lose a dog.
Yeah.
And that's actually sad as opposed to the cat thing where you just find another one roaming around in the garbage, right? Miss Pat is someone that I would like to consider a friend of the show. In fact, Allie, the last time we chatted with Miss Pat, she was not fresh out of prison, but she had definitely done some time. And I'm curious because, as you know, the crime situation here in Southern California has gotten out of control. I'm sure she'll have thoughts about that. More importantly, she's going to help judge us to determine which one of us is the most unfit parent right now. And she'll be in town this weekend for shows at the Irvine Improv. We actually have a pair of tickets to give you, which we will do the second we're done chatting with Miss Pat, who I believe is calling us not from prison. Hi, Miss Pat.
Well, I ain't going to jail no more. I'm too old. I ain't got no good food no more either.
No, now you're on the other side of it. You're the judge. You just got renewed. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just wrapped season 3 of Miss Pat Settles It. Thank God.
I feel like Miss Pat Settles It's been what you've been doing in your actual life for years because you are someone that people go to when they have issues and you tell it like it is.
You know what? I'm pretty dang honest. I find myself selling a lot of things outside that courtroom because my family think they can ask me for some money and I sell at zero.
Still, after all these years, you haven't budged?
I ain't giving nobody my money, child. I work too hard and I'm old. I'm going through menopause and I'm preparing to get up out of here one day. They ain't getting my money.
Well, you got good parenting advice at this point. I mean, you've been a parent for a long time. Didn't you have your first kid when you were a teenager?
14, just brand new to it, but yeah.
Allie and I, a little bit later in this chat, we're going to both tell you something we did as parents, and we're going to let you decide which one of us is the worst parent, which one of us is the most unfit as a parent based on stuff we did with our own actual kids. And I know you're going to be honest about that, but I do want to welcome you back to Southern California. People have very strong opinions about this part of the country. How do you feel in general when you travel to SoCal?
You know what? All I got to say, when you come to California, you got to have your Botox and facials on 100.
I know. I've never felt so ugly at a grocery store until I moved to L.A.
You know, and then you know the crazy thing is, white women been getting black women lips, but black women are even getting more bigger lips. So I don't know what's going on in the world.
They just keep getting bigger.
I'm like, you already born with lips. Why are you buying more lips?
You're saying that it's turned into a giant lip-off where white women are saying, I want to outlip you. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, I'll see that and raise it.
White women said, if you can wear my hair, I can wear your lips.
I got to be on the lookout for
Yeah,
this.
because all the white women are getting extensions now.
Well, they getting extensions, they getting lips, everybody behind look the same. You know, back in the day with stretch marks, I would be about a 8. But these days, I'm probably a 4. But I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, we always talk about that. Allie claims that she's a Colorado Walmart 8, but in L.A., if she goes to a Whole Foods, she's a 2.
Oh,
so
my gosh,
you got to constantly rework your system based on where you are.
Oh, you about right. So I'm just going, you know, I'm out here right now with no bra on, school shopping. People looking at me like I am violating the world, but I'm comfortable.
Miss Pat is one of my absolute favorites. You can see for yourself at the Irvine Improv August 1st through the 2nd, but perhaps you've been enjoying the show. As Allie mentioned, picked up again, Miss Pat Sells It, renewed for another season, season 3 BET with Emmy Award nominees and everything else. So we're going to let you go ahead now and take into account everything we share with you and let us know which one of us should immediately drop our kids off at a fire station and no longer be their parent. Allie, you get to share first with Miss Pat.
All right, Miss Pat, I think you would agree that a lot of parents these days are getting a little too safe with their kids. They don't want to let their kids have any kind of risk-taking. There's everyone's so careful on the playground. You don't want your kid to fall and hurt themselves, and I believe that teaches them a lot. And my kid is kind of learning to swim now, and he was at one point in the deep end with no floaties on, and he thought he could make it. He kind of couldn't make it to the edge. He was drowning just a little bit, but I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to let him figure it out instead of saving him, right? And I think he swallowed water and maybe got a little bit of secondary drowning in there, but he made it, and I feel like I'm a better mom for it, and he's a better swimmer.
Let me hear your partner thing before I cut you out.
Okay.
My kid went through a phase recently where they were grabbing stuff at the register that was technically stealing, but also they didn't know, and the store wasn't really saying anything because they were kids and they were just grabbing stuff that they wanted to play with it. And I realized what was happening, so I would hold them intentionally near the stuff that I kind of wanted, hoping that that's what they would grab as we walked out. And then if they said something, I'd be like, oh, I told you don't grab stuff.
Ooh, I think you are the worst parent because you were just having your kids steal for you.
Yeah, at least I'm trying to teach my kid something.
Al, you're waterboarding your own child.
So he can learn.
No,
please.
Well, let me tell you something. When you don't pay for them lessons, you need them to get them lessons. You know, and I understand. He only probably swallowed 8 ounces of water. He's going to be all right. But for you to pull your kids next to the things you want to steal, you're not even a good daddy. You could at least say, put it up under your shirt.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Allie's so cheap, she's never going to pay for swimming lessons. She's going to do this herself.
Gravity, that's the swimming lesson.
Gravity is the swimming lesson.
But,
that's terrible advice.
Miss Pat, do you feel like criminals these days are kind of losing their talent and their skill set? Because I feel like now, at least in L.A., people are just ripping off copper wire or taking, our catalytic converters. But you, in your criminal days, you had to learn how to pickpocket. That's a real skill.
Well, everything I did took a real skill. Now you have, I was just telling somebody, I said, these people who steal these days makes me sick because they literally run in the store and run out and say, don't touch me. That's no fun. That's armed robbery. If you got your little boosting bag with your little thing to keep the alarm from going off in it, and you put the clothes in there and act like you shopping, then you got a skill set. They have no talent now. None. That's why they grabbing clothes they can't even wear.
When you were robbing people, when you were pickpocketing, what would be a target person to you? Like, what makes a person a good rob?
You.
You're right. Somehow you're exactly right.
Yeah, okay. I am a target.
Anyone who says the question, what makes you a good rob, is very robbable. I agree.
I just want to know.
Well, look, facts are facts.
You ain't paying attention. You just lollygag.
I mean, she's right. How does she know?
I wish we could have Miss Pat in the studio with us because she could be on the YouTube stream as well. But unfortunately, she gets in like after we're off the air, and then she's got the shows on I think Friday, Saturday, and then she's out. But August 1st, 2nd, Irvine Improv. Get your tickets, misspatcomedy.com. You will not be disappointed. Author, comedian, podcaster, actress, sex symbol. She's got it all going for her, and I think it's fair to say you are our friend, right, Miss Pat?
That's right, and don't forget to tell them I am a professional hot flasher because I'm going through menopause, so give me all my credit.
Final question, as we've been celebrating some of the worst parkers in America. It's Park Week on our show, which means we're talking about some of the worst types of parkers that you encounter in parking lots. Who do you think is the worst type of parker?
I might sound racist if I say what I want to say.
All right. Everyone's got their type. Hey, Miss Pat, we love you. You can find her at the Irvine Improv. Anytime you're in SoCal, please make sure to come on the show. You're always welcome.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate y'all.
Time stood still.
Promised, we'd love to give you some tickets to see Miss Pat, who was just on with us moments ago. She's got a show Saturday, and let's see here. Hold on. She's got shows Friday and Saturday. We'll send you Saturday to her show at the Irvine Improv, misspatcomedy.com. Buy your own tickets or just call right now. Caller 20. Those tickets are as good as yours. But we have some pressing issues to get to because she just gave us her opinion as to who is the worst parker. At least she alluded to who her opinion is. And we have to announce the winner for Park Week because all last week, up until this weekend, we were accepting submissions, hundreds, thousands, some would argue tens of thousands of pictures of bad parking jobs that happen in the streets of Southern California, made their way through our Instagram Klein Alley Show, and many people submitted officially as well at KROQ.com/Park Week. And what we've learned is that even though we've done this now, Allie, for a few years in a row, people are still parking like total a-holes everywhere you go.
Yeah, one of my favorite submissions was from a guy named Asim who posted this picture of a Ferrari that was taking up 2 spots in a mini mall. And those little tiny parking areas, it's so limited. There's like 10 spots total. And then there's people coming in and out. There's a massage place, a nail spa, all that stuff. And this guy still feels the need. Like, I can maybe understand in a grocery store parking lot, a huge parking lot, like, hey, you want to take up 2 spots. To do it here, that's next level douchery.
And also, if that car was like an old Isuzu, I would be less mad about it.
Yeah,
but because
it's
it's
a
a
Ferrari,
I'm like twice as angry.
And then Suzanne in Costa Mesa was posting regular pictures of this car who parks right in a handicapped ramp by a stop sign.
Oh, it's a double problem.
It's a double problem, and also this person you think is on the road and about to make a right turn, but no, they're parked. And that's one of the other frustrating things is you think a car is on the road, but they're actually parked, and you make adjustments for them.
Obviously, many of the submissions we received, understandably, were people that are over the lines. You get that a lot, but occasionally we got some people that parked. One person that parked and blocked an entire pickup at a camp. They blocked the entire driveway pickup because they just decided to park and go in and get their kid, but they left their car blocking all of that. There's got, as always, we always get the person that parks in the cart return. This is from Randy, Costco parking lot. Went back and there was a pickup truck parked in the cart return, which is a great way to keep your car protected because you've got those metal bars on both sides.
Yeah, and then somebody else submitted, this is from Julio, a motorhome that took up 5 spots.
5 spots.
5 different spots.
5-spot violator. But after we looked through all of the pictures and had our conversations to pick the winner of Park Week, which gives a lot of tickets to one person just for submitting, we decided, Allie, that it was Mark who sent us a parked car that is, and a message that went with it that I think we can all relate with.
Yeah. So Mark had submitted a picture of a red Ford that had been taking up an active driveway. This lady parks in front of a single entry and exit driveway on a regular basis, despite there being open spots on the street in front of and behind her, and proceeds to go shopping for over an hour. She made me over an hour late to pick up my kids from school because nobody could get in or out of this driveway.
Hey, Mark, I don't know who this person is. First of all, welcome to KROQ and congratulations. We've decided of all of these submissions we received, this one is infuriating for so many reasons. And maybe it's even the fact that there's a bunch of balloons right by the parking spot. It's almost like an extra FU, but you have won Park Week 2025. Congratulations.
Let's go. Sweet dibs, guys.
Sweet
Net
dibs.
bangers. Thank you very much.
Hey, congratulations. You've got a ton of tickets coming your way, all park-themed stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to get yourself tickets to Slightly Stupid, Great Park Live on August 15th, Lincoln Park, Intuit Dome, September 13th, and Aftershock Festival at Discovery Park, Sacramento, October 2nd through the 5th. So you're pretty much stocked with tickets right now. But I just want to ask you, this red car that parks seemingly blocking an entire driveway into a parking lot. You deal with this person on a regular basis?
So I only dealt with this person one particular time when she decided to park in front of our building and then proceed to go shopping for over an hour. But I deal with these people on a daily basis. If it's not somebody like her, it's a food delivery driver. It's, somebody else picking up something from the dry cleaner right there. But they do it all the time, and it's so annoying.
It's becoming.
Thank you very much for making my day better.
That's good. It's weird these spots kind of become temporary parking spots for people. Like, leaving our building, Klein, there's one of the exits is gated. Like, it's a gate that goes up. And people assume because there's a gate there that nobody comes in and out of that parking.
They park right in front of it.
So they park right in front of it. I've seen Uber drivers that just kind of sit there and wait for their next fare. I've seen people that are going into the bank and they just decide to park there really quick, and they don't realize that is a very active driveway.
No, if you're driving this red Ford Taurus, consider yourself on notice because the picture of your car has won Park Week, courtesy of listener Mark, and congratulations. Mark the Park, you're the winner of Park Week 2025, and thank you for doing your job to help us shame the bad parker. Hold on one second. Enjoy all those shows.
And thank you to all of our submissions.
Yeah, to every. Look, Allie, there's just, I'm looking right here. These are just, it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
A thick packet that Vanessa has to print color photos every
We've
day
wasted a lot of toner on this competition, but it was totally worth it, and hopefully we've done our part. And I'm actually disappointed. There was another Mark who submitted that I really wanted to win this thing. This guy was not my favorite who won. It was the guy who posted the picture of the car that was in a parallel spot that parked it at such an angle that it looked like he was pulling out of the spot. And so everyone probably assumed, this guy's about to pull out.
Leaving. And then you're just sitting there.
Yeah, so he's blocking a lane of actual active traffic, but also giving everyone the illusion that he's about to pull out his car.
Don't give us false hope.
So listen, keep collecting these photos all year long, and potentially you could win next year's Park Week. Thank you for doing your part to make make Southern California a less terrible place. At least that's the that goal here. And let me go ahead and give away some of those tickets that we promised also to Miss Pat, because people just want to keep on winning stuff from us, and we've got tons of stuff to give you. Madison, Long Beach.
Hello.
Hi, you're going to see Miss Pat at the Irvine Improv on Saturday, all right?
Awesome.
You're very welcome. Hold on one second.
Just hold on for one more second with that phone
Just
connection.
hang tight. Hopefully, if we can't get, good luck getting her information, guys.
I
We'll
live
take
on
a quick break. When we get back, we got a lot more show to get to. Your ADD news, summer hours will officially begin. Those Disneyland tickets are in your future. And the very first thing we do after the ADD news, Allie, is get you into KROQ's pool party at Morongo.
More.
Oh, yes. You will get into that after this.
Klein, Alley, Show.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Finding great candidates.
Because I can tell you like the song.
Yeah, play.
I'm going to play a little
it.
snippet of it.
All right, thank you. It's same song. Believe in me.
Help me believe in anything, 'cause I wanna be someone who believes.
Okay, you don't get any of those notes, man.
Well,
Oh, my God.
that guy's the lead singer. I'm not. So he's not playing tone
Yeah,
deaf
but
for
even
deaf.
the cadence could have been right.
Seriously. Even the rhythm of
It sounded like a David Bowie song.
it. Look.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. David Bowie's great. Tony, Costa Mesa. Deftones on the line. Tone deaf for Deftones. You ready for your next one?
Got it. Let's do it.
People on the text line did get that.
I know.
Mr. Jones by Counting Crows.
I'm watching the text line. People say this is the best Klein's ever sounded, which is also not saying much.
I know the songs that you're singing, and I still couldn't guess the song.
All right, well, let's try this one then. These are hit songs according to Allie. This is hold on, we lost Tony. Hold on, let me say hi to Ivan. We'll give Tony a chance next if his phone gets better. Hey, Ivan, Long Beach, you ready to go?
I am.
All right, here we go. Here's your next song. It's tone deaf. Apologies in advance. Tone deaf for Deftones. This is apparently a very popular song. Here we go. Well, good for you. I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess that therapist I found for you, she really helped. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl.
Oh, man, I'm not sure what this is right now.
I know, the same. It sounds like you're singing from a musical.
Well, good for you. You look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to ask.
No, I have no idea what this is, you guys. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're doing a terrible version of Adam Sandler's Opera Man on SNL.
I told you guys.
You've been working on yourself.
I told you.
Someone else.
I didn't want to do it. This apparently Allie says this is a big song. Good for you. You're doing great out without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that. All right. I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
That's Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, well, that guy
Oh.
That song.
didn't. Oh, yeah.
But the way you did it, you can't recognize it. Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good the way I did it, too, though. It's not quite favorite.
My new
Not
dream.
me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you. You're doing great out without me, baby. See, play hers now. It's all the same. What?
I was like, oh. Girl. My new dream is to meet these artists just so I can play these tracks for them.
All right, well, we only have one more, and I think only one person's gotten theirs right.
By
so
the
far.
way, next time we do this, you guys got to find some duets to do with Vanessa so both of you guys could get on
Oh
it.
my God.
That'd be spectacular.
I love it when we're cruising together.
Let's go ahead. This is one more person gets a shot. And as of right now, the tickets are already going to go to Camille because she got hers. She was able to figure out I was doing Pink Pony Club. So we say hi.
And yeah, she knew the lyrics right away. I guess it's just really knowing the lyrics.
That's a big part of it, I
Because
think.
the rhythm and the melody are not going to help you.
Let's say hi to Ariel in North Hollywood. Hello, Ariel.
Sweet Divots. How's
Sweet
it going?
Dibs. Congratulations on surviving that big shaker we had a couple nights ago. Still talking about it. 3-9
right.
in North Hollywood. You felt it. I know you did.
I actually felt it pretty hard.
Yeah, I believe it.
I
You're
just
right
felt it pretty hard.
All right, well, let's see if you feel this pretty hard. It's the final song. If you can figure out what...
Just so you know, I'm with Regal. I thought it was going to be Deftone songs, too.
Yeah, well, that would have been nice for the people that screened the calls to inform you as to what we were doing, but here we go. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. Oh, please.
You got it?
Yeah. No.
This is a very popular song.
Why am I not surprised that hardcore Deftone fans do not know that I'm trying to sing a pop song? Please, 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 well, I have a fun idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside.
Ooh.
Any guesses?
Congratulations, Camille.
That's right. Well said. Hey, Camille, congratulations. You are going to see the Deftones on Thursday, all right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I want you to know, and by the way, people on the text line still getting it. I'm not that tone deaf.
No.
People are able to guess all the songs
No,
I've
you
done.
are tone deaf. I think just people are just a little better at it.
We have another pair of tickets because we only had one winner in that game, which is great news for all of you diehard Deftones fans that are listening.
And Mars Volta.
And Mars Volta. And we'll give you a chance to win those tickets coming up. So Camille is in. She got herself a pair. She may be meeting the band. We've got another pair of Deftones tickets we'll give you today before we're out of here, this morning on KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
I guess we'll start with an update on the Coldplay couple saga.
Oh, come on.
It
Seriously?
just continues and continues, yeah. So a few things happened over the weekend. First off, the ex-CEO, a.k.a. the cheating guy in the video, is apparently planning to sue Coldplay for emotional distress and invasion of privacy. Chris Martin.
Good luck.
I know, dude.
How many relationships over the course of the many, many years that, stadiums have had jumbotrons have been ruined? And I'm not just talking about cheating stuff. There's so many times where I've been at games and they show a couple and someone doesn't want to kiss the other one. And it becomes a whole funny thing.
Yeah.
But they probably fight for months afterwards.
That's a great defense, Klein, as a defense attorney. You could be like, how many other lives have already been ruined via Jumbotron? This is just another one, and I rest my case.
This is where the lawyers end up winning, and we as the general public end up losing, because then they start going, well, let's eliminate the Jumbotron, let's eliminate the T-shirt guns, because people end up trampling each other and elbowing each other in the eye to grab a free
Not
T-shirt.
every lawyer is a lawyer for this company.
No, but the lawyers for this company, in some ways, are almost representative of lawyers everywhere, which is how do we suck all the fun out of whatever.
Well, everyone's afraid of getting sued because everyone loves to sue.
Right. Everyone gets sue happy. In this guy's life, sure, this guy, the CEO guy, he did lose out. I mean, he can prove to the fact that he has lost out personally on millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying that Chris Martin characterizing him as having an affair was a defamation of character. But the thing is, he was.
Yeah.
He was good on Chris Martin.
Yeah, Chris Martin.
I mean, she called it.
When they're saying things that are true, I don't think that defamation tracks, right?
Right. Remember that Seinfeld where Costanza, they caught him at Wimbledon eating that giant ice cream sundae? It was all over his face. He was eating like a big pig.
Oh, they aired it on TV?
Yeah, they aired it on TV, and that's also humiliating. A lot of times they go to find people at sporting events. That's my biggest fear. They're going to get me
doing something embarrassing.
Yeah, double fisting chili dogs. We're like, ma, 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 ma.
What a D-bag mood by this guy, by the way, because everything was kind of fading away, except for the that Allie's going to play. But now it's going to prolong it. Like, dude, don't you just want this to go away?
Yeah, I know. And this also solidifies his role as the douchebag in the story.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like, okay, so now you're just being even more hateable by doing this because he's going like, I didn't consent to being filmed or publicly humiliated and turned into a meme. And it's like, if you bought a ticket, I'm sure it is somewhere in the fine print that you're going to be on camera.
This guy probably said some prayer. Please, God, make this go away. Next day, Ozzy Osbourne, dead. He's like, all right, God, thank you. And then he goes, you know what? I'll give you an extra one. I'll give you Hogan.
I'll throw in Hulk.
And this guy we had all moved on. I had moved on. And now he's bringing it all back. And he's suing Chris Martin.
I want a douche, a big douchebag.
So then the other part of this is that Astronomer put out an ad. This is the company that the CEO worked for. They are all loving this, by the way, because there's way more marketing publicity for their company. And Gwyneth Paltrow, of all people, Chris Martin's ex and father of her children, appeared to be in a commercial answering frequently asked questions about the company.
Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300-plus employees at Astronomer. Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones.
And the question is, what the F?
Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow.
But I was kind of waiting for the news to come out that this was AI generated.
I thought it was.
I was like, this is an AI company, right? Isn't this kind of like a flex of, oh, we got Gwyneth Paltrow, let's make up a celebrity and deep fake it? But I haven't seen anything saying, this has been on CNN and all these other news publications saying that it's fact. And I'm like, when is someone going to come out and say this is fake? This can't be real.
I saw that on Saturday, I think. So I skipped right through it.
I did too.
Fake.
I was like, this is fake.
AI fake.
And this whole story has had so many fake aspects to it. There was like a fake CEO apology. Then the ex-wife put out a fake statement. There were so many AI generated things that were being fueled into the story. So it's hard. I don't even know if, I haven't seen anything saying that this CEO suing Coldplay thing is fake. It seems like all this is happening, and I'm like, this has to be fake, and then it's not. So TBD, I guess. But all this is going great for Chris Martin because Coldplay streaming is up 25%.
818 makes the point, and I think this is true, because whenever you walk into any sort of a stadium, big public venue, I think that you pretty much just by being there, and it either says the fine print on the ticket, or when you buy the ticket, or even they have those things on the wall that you walk right by and don't read, that basically say just by you being here, you're giving away your consent that you could be
I mean, Coldplay's been doing this for decades. I'm sure they've got this figured out.
But it's all places. It's,
yeah, no, you're right.
Think about all the times people are caught skipping work or cutting school to go to a Dodger game, and you go like, I just hope I don't end up on, but if a Shohei home run goes right next to you and you end up all over the news, that's going to screw you up as well. Like, that's happened. I'm sure so many people have had their alibis or whatever, completely ruined because they ended up on TV. You said it happened to your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom with her dad, your stepdad.
My stepdad, yeah. She saw him on a date with another woman on the Jumbotron, actually just on TV when she was watching a Sharks game. Yeah. All right, it was a busy weekend. If you went to Warped Tour, Mike Ham, the OC Fair, there was a lot going on. But if you were at Knott's Berry Farm this weekend, maybe you were spending a little too long on one of the rides because it stopped and left a bunch of people suspended in air for about 5 minutes. This was on the Soul Spin ride. This is a ride that opened up in 2017. It stopped abruptly, leaving 20 people just dangling in the air. And this is the one that spins you up in the air as they rotate you 360 degrees. And it's got those kind of spinning arms on either side. And they said it didn't complete a full cycle as a safety precaution. It stopped, and they just did a safety check, and then they got it running again. But this is the second time this has happened on this ride. And I know people say, oh, this is so scary, and blah, blah, blah. I think some theme parks should just do this on purpose.
It does make the ride scarier.
Yeah, and then you're like, whoa, I don't know which ride is just going to stop in the middle of it. I don't know. Maybe there's one a day where in the middle of a loop-de-loop, you just stop.
Listen, I went on the haunted house ride at the OC Fair over the weekend, which is not a very scary ride at all. I mean, on the 1 to 10 scary level, it's like not even a 1.
Okay.
It's like kid scary. But before the ride started, they had some weird-looking carny guy with like one eye who had his tools out, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I had to try to fix some things. We'll see if it works or not." And the guy had like some weird look, and I was like, "Is that part of the ride? Because if it is, that actually put me on edge for the whole ride." I was like, "This guy."
The fact that the roller coaster might not work or whatever. I mean, any attraction.
Yeah, nothing like none of the fake ghosts were scary, but that guy trying to fix the thing was really scary.
Just going into the distance of this toolbox.
Drop some bolts.
Yeah,
he was all like shaky and stuff. I was like, oh, God.
Perfect. And then finally, back to lawsuits. I just wanted to let you know that if you have enjoyed Poppy soda, you could be entitled to money.
Hey, yeah.
I guess this is how companies go down. So Poppy, which has made tons of money, they're pretty much everywhere now. I think, didn't they get bought by like Coke or Pepsi or something like that?
They went on Shark Tank under a different name, Mother's Helper, and then they said, you got to change the name of your drink.
Lame.
Then they made it Poppy, I think, and then just recently sold for $2 billion.
Yeah, so now they are in the middle of a class action lawsuit, and they've agreed to pay $8.9 million. So if you bought
$2 billion, sure, whatever. $8.9 million, right?
But the thing is, this also could affect their business because they've been marketing themselves as a gut-healthy beverage, and it really isn't. Like, it's just something that they are using as a marketing technique. Like, oh, it's so good for gut health because everyone cares about gut health right now, but there's probably not much research that actually, confirms that Poppy is healthy for your gut or is going to change your gut health in any way.
Yeah, there's a lot of these, quote, functional drinks now. It's the big thing. Can't just have a drink anymore. It's got to be functional.
Yeah,
and,
so it's got kombucha or protein or whatever it is that they say, or electrolytes, things that are going to give you energy or are going to give you the vitamins you need. I'm sure all of that is BS.
We get into a brand new hour of the show, tell you everything we have in store for you on this Monday, and first a song to give you in the right vibes of all things happening in SoCal this past weekend, including the return of Warped Tour and everything else Ali talked about. It's Recovery Monday here on KROQ. Get ready. Lots to get into. Summer hours, sport packet tickets to Disneyland. Hopefully you've been paying attention to every dumb thing that we've said this morning and a few smart things accidentally. Could be answers to questions during the end of show quiz. Every answer you need all week long. Just listen. Be ready to call. And someone did point out on the text line, the odds of winning are so rare because not only do they have to listen to the show, they have to hope that they're the right caller, and then they have to hope that they're able to bring up the information as needed. But listen, we've done this before, and we've always had winners, so it is doable.
It is doable, and don't count yourself out. Everybody goes, oh, I'm never going to win the lottery, and then that person wins, and they're like, wow, I didn't ever think it was possible. That could be you.
Yeah, the odds much better of winning some tickets to Disneyland with us than winning the lottery, so we'll make that happen for you coming up this hour and every single morning this week. If you missed it, the big announcement earlier, 9 Inch Nails, New York City. We got another spot for you on that standby boarding list coming up at noon today, and then at 3 and at 6, and tomorrow morning with us at 9 a.m. All week long, we'll be giving those away until we get someone to New York City to see 9 Inch Nails. This hour on the show, Ali, you did report this last week, but Who knew we'd ever live to see a day where the elderly community was embracing video games the way that the old people have really started Grand Theft Autoing?
Well, 200 million people are gaming in America. 50 million of those are people over the age of 50. They said it's unprecedented how many old people are playing video games now, and they're swapping out Mahjong and Bingo for, Call of Duty.
It's crazy
and
because
Halo.
There are certain things where when you think about the game, insert game here, you go, that's an old person game, like shuffleboard. That's something old people do.
Now all the young people are playing those games.
Yeah, now it's really weird how it's all flipped around.
Yeah.
There's some young person like, I'm going to go pickleball for the day, and some old person's like, give me my first person shooter.
Yeah,
blow
exactly.
some ass up.
Yeah.
So we'll get into the return of Mashtags, the most interactive hour in all of radio. A chance for you to mash together anything in the world of video games and anything in the world of old people. And Allie will give us some examples. We're going to kick that off and let that roll throughout the hour. Give away a prize for our favorites. You'll get to go to the KROQ pool party happening this Thursday with Almost Monday. And that, of course, is a pool party that is taking place at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. And you will be there in the water.
Somebody asked us to bring back Mashtags, so we decided this is a great opportunity. I fall out and I can't get up.
Fallout and I Can't Get Up's a great one.
Mario Golf Cart.
That's a good one as well.
You Never Call of Duty.
You never call. You never call. Old people love saying that.
Grand Theft Auto.
All right. That should get your brain working. Don't give too many more away. Let the audience have the rest because they've got a prize up for grabs as we kick off Mashtags officially this hour. You have to mash together anything in the world of video games, anything in the world of old people as we celebrate the elderly community embracing video games. So we'll get to that this hour. Plus, much, much more. If you're just joining us, nice to meet you. We are Klein Alley Show, KROQ. You'll learn to love us and or hate us eventually. Some of you waiting around anxiously for your Disneyland tickets. Others of you participating in Mashtags.
Sometimes you want to play Mashtags, sometimes you don't. Well, if you don't, you're gonna be bummed out, because we're playing it now.
Chris, on KROQ, go ahead. We're mashing together all things old people and all things video games, because apparently it is the biggest growing, fastest growing sect of the video game playing population, the old people.
Sweet dibs. I got extra life alert.
Extra
just
life?
an extra life in a video game. That's good.
Extra life alert. It's pretty strong right there.
Yeah.
There's some great ones coming through. And we will, of course, put together the master list, share with you our favorites, and give away some sort of a prize at the end of all of this. You can participate lots of ways. Text line 800-520-1067. DM us Klein Alley Show. Or if you'd like to old-fashioned, use your voice on the phones, 800-520-1067.
Yeah, 707 said Red Dead Retirement. 626, The Least of Us instead of The Last of Us. And then actual Halo. Because they're dead.
How about instead of Minecraft, Mine Arts and Crafts?
I like that.
562. So keep them coming. Once again, Mashtags will be rolling throughout the hour as we get into everything else. So I was very sad to learn about something involving a friend of the show. I didn't even know this was on the table, to be completely honest. Guy seems so happy, healthy, full of life. He's a newer friend of ours, someone that we had been trying to get on for a while, but he's been in here a few times, and I was devastated, to be honest, when I saw this. This was, I think, posted last week, a week that it probably got overshadowed by some of the bigger stories between the Ozzy Osbournes and the Hulk Hogans and everything else. But this was the announcement from someone that I consider a good friend of the show now. And this is what he shared with his audience on the socials.
I wanted to come somewhere serene where I could tell you fine folks that my cancer is back. I had to go back on chemo. The doctor told me I had to take 4 drugs.
This is On the Tira.
This is our buddy Ahmed from On the Tira. On the Tira is, this guy inspired by his many years locked up. He wanted to kind of go out and do his version of a Huell Hauser, celebrating all these parts of Southern California. A real turn my life around story from, bad guy to...
covering stories that a lot of journalists would fail to cover, especially in the IE. And I think that a lot of people who already followed him were happy that he made an appearance on the show, but also some people are now new fans of his just by hearing him on the show.
And he's ordered a bone marrow transplant for me. My kidneys are failing, it seems, maybe. I don't know. We need more extensive lab work. He did order more biopsies, and I am going back on chemo. So that's the prognosis on the tira. Everything's going to be all right, huh? You hear that? Everything's going to be all right, homie, on the tira. Now back to you, homie.
Guy's got the right attitude, I'll say that much, and sending you nothing but good. What do you send, Vanessa? Good vibes? We all say good vibes, but Vanessa
actually can send them.
She actually does take a moment to send good vibes.
Okay, come on, Vanessa. Get your vibes ready.
I'm doing it with my fingers.
Wait, what?
Sending the good vibes.
That just got Allie. When you say that, that's like Allie's mating call. Don't say that.
No, that's what she's doing. She's going.
Hold on. She's doing it.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I can picture it. Watch it on YouTube if you're not. This is how Vanessa actually sends. She got a whole way of doing this. This is the same person that on New Year's Eve gets under the table and eats grapes. She's got
It's not weird. A bunch of Colombians do it.
She's got all these weird things she does all the time, and I'm like, "What's going on down there?" She's like, "This is a superstition." I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Are they filled with cocaine or anything?
She's snorting lines under the table and blaming it on grapes. So you have a lot of things you do. I don't want to get in the way. It seems to work for you. So if you could, please take a moment and use some of your voodoo magic and send good vibes to our buddy On the Tira, because I was devastated to hear this at the end of last week.
Yeah, and I know people are going to say we're mushing the On the Tira guy. Oh, suddenly he's making an appearance on your show, and the guy's cancer is suddenly back within a month.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, Allie.
I mean, the list of things that were wrong were a lot.
Yes,
it was like cancer's back, kidneys failing, need a bone marrow transplant.
But none of those... He was doing great. I mean, Jake has been talking about this guy on Instagram and TikTok for years. Finally, we have him on our show, and a month later, he has this terrible news to share?
I know, and now he's also a fan of the show. I mean, he's apparently in our YouTube chat as well. He's a netbanger now.
On the Tira, send this guy some good vibes. Good energy, good vibes. And let's go ahead and have a seriously raging party for you once you put all this behind you. I mean, because I'm telling you right now, this guy... I like it. He's got a great energy, good vibes. Vanessa, you doing it? I can't see you on the YouTube.
I'm doing it.
All right, hold on.
That was a good one.
Sparklies.
I felt it.
Okay.
Especially saying sparklies at the end. That really sealed it in.
So thinking about you, Mr. Ahmed on the Tira. And please, if you're following this guy as well, give him some good vibes as well. You can do what Vanessa did or do your own system. We've got to take a quick break. Back in a second. We're going to continue. A lot of people trying to get their Mashtags in. That's the challenge this hour.
I thought they were just really horrible tributes for the Tira guy. I was like, this is messed up, guys. Wait.
They were in the middle of Mashtags. Manuel, you got a Mashtag you'd like to get to us?
Good morning. Hello, Netbangers.
Good morning.
Mashtag.
What do you got?
My Mashtag is Grand Theft Walker.
Grand Theft Walker. I wonder if that's because they're stealing other people's walkers, or if that's a tribute to a Texas Ranger.
Oh,
also a fan of the old. People love that. We'll come back. We will.
Or did it not make any sense at all?
That was actually sadder than the conversation we just had. We will be right back. We'll continue with your Mashtags throughout the hour. We got more show to get to, and we'll do it next on KROQ.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel when you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail a cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG.
You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Show. We got lots going on today and a lot of chances for you to win stuff from us. So be ready to call, be ready to win. The numbers to join the show, variety of topics, 800-520-1067, the return of the box of shame. Also get into a little round of Johnny Doesn't Know. I think we're going to do Johnny Doesn't Know football because you would think as a full-blooded Mexican-American, Postmaster Johnny would know even the most basic stuff about soccer or football. But
I know a lot of sports.
As we were talking about this Galaxy thing, it turns out he knows less than nothing. So we will get to that a little bit later. Hopefully you bet against Johnny and win yourself some stuff from us at KROQ. As we mentioned, we'll get you into Fred again multiple times throughout the show today. Friday Flex is coming up, Weekend Watchers. And for the first time ever, we're going to do a Weekend Rewatchers. Not new shows, shows that we are watching again from as far back as 20 years.
Yeah.
That we're giving another watch
or more.
to. So Weekend Rewatchers, are you rewatching something that you know is not new, but you're rewatching it because it's just that good? We'll get to that later. And as we mentioned, any dad advice you've received in your life could score you something. Speaking of Father's Day, Allie, this was a question on the GOAT line for you.
I was just thinking to myself, if Sunday, Father's Day, was the Throat Goat's busiest day of the year, Allie, can you ask your mama, please? All right. Hopefully I get an answer today. Bye.
That's a serious question. As the original Throat Goat, you, Allie, has 4 dads because your mom keeps upgrading. We use that theory to assume
3 of them are my mom's dating history. The other one is a father-in-law.
Oh, your mom hasn't given him the Throat Goat?
No!
Oh, okay. I don't
None
know.
that we know of.
That's disgusting, guys.
Why'd you just make that noise then?
Because I'm vomiting.
Throat goat. He say I'm a throat goat. He like when I choke.
Where's the Father's Day card that says this?
Yeah, what's that Father's Day card?
Where it's to open it and it has the little, it plays music.
That's the song. It's like Billy the Big Mouth Bass, but singing that.
Hey, the open has a Fifi in there.
Allie, in all seriousness, though, do you think that the Father's Day is the Throat Goat's busiest day of the year?
I'm not going to talk about this or entertain this idea. Why don't we talk about how your mom services your dad?
It probably hasn't happened in, I would imagine, 40 years.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
But the idea of it
My little
disgusts
sister
you.
is probably the last evidence that there was any intercourse in that relationship.
And I thought you were going to say your little sister's the new Throat Goat.
No. I highly doubt
your
that.
sisters probably do it too.
Absolutely, they do not.
No, none of them are sexual in any way?
Nope. I can't even fathom it. It's a crazy concept.
Are you like the Casanova of your family
That's right.
for being able to have sex
How
for
sad,
1 minute?
How sad is that?
He's the lone breeder.
Oh, the player's coming to Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm the lover. So, in all seriousness, not forget about your mom
It's
for
not
a
in all
second.
seriousness. I'm forgetting about my mother.
Do you believe that Father's Day is a big, of all of the kind of mainstream holidays, Hallmark holidays, is that the throatiest goat day of the year? Do you think so? Yes or no? Answer that as someone who has had a lot of dads. You have had more dads than most people.
Yes, but I've had family Father's Day things. I've never had a romantic Father's Day type event.
No, but growing up, was there ever a moment where your mom would say, "Time for me to give Dad his gift"?
Why are you asking me these questions? I would remember my mom going down on my dad when I was a kid? Is that what you're asking me?
I'm not asking this
I
guy.
was just thinking to myself.
This guy asked.
If Sunday, Father's Day, was the throat goat's busiest day of the year, Allie, can you ask your mama, please? All right. Hopefully I get an answer today.
Why does he need an answer today?
He's not trying to be funny, that guy. He's asking a really serious question.
Look, I think in terms of general guys that want certain things for Father's Day,
It's a great gift.
it's a great gift.
Right.
Moms want flowers, dads want beaches. I think that's kind of universal, wouldn't you think? And
Definitely.
I think probably this would be either the most popular day or if your team is playing in the Super Bowl, wouldn't you feel like,
I think this would be more. If this is a day to really say,
celebratory.
thanks for all you do, let me show you the appreciation. This would be, I think, I have to argue it's the bigger day.
Wouldn't you say
Of all the holidays.
above any other thing, like being able to play golf, spending time with your children, all that stuff, you would take a beach over all those things?
Oh, yeah. No question.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. He knows.
I want one too.
Yeah, we all do. So I'm just saying, it's a great last-minute gift. No thought needs to go into it, really.
Well, a
Free.
little thought needs to go into it. Not
Very-
thought, but
very little thought.
A coordination.
Just saying,
and
if you
effort.
didn't get a card in the mail by now, it's not and this is obviously not for your own dad. This is if you are dating, if you're married or whatever.
Ugh,
You got
if I was dating a guy, they would not ask for that for Father's Day because I was not good at that.
yeah, it's fun.
I knew early on that this was not something I should be doing. And I did not enjoy it, and I don't think they did either.
$100 is yours after this quick break. If you want it, call us now. Little Allie knows the news action on a Friday. You can battle anyone on the show. It's a pick your poison, and we'll do it next. Keep the legend of Melba. These are strong. Mashtags, video games, old people things. Get in touch, 800-520-1067. This is KROQ. All right, we'll continue reading your Mashtags, and we will continue to give away tickets to KROQ's pool party happening Thursday at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa with the band Almost Monday. They'll be performing live. You get to be in the pool or out of the pool. Choice is yours. Just don't be one of those weirdos swim with a T-shirt on, guys. And then we'll also give away Disneyland tickets before we're out of here. Hopefully you've been paying attention to the show today because we got to do that. A quick question as to who's at fault. And I already know, before you guys even tell me who's at fault, Klein, I think that Allie is going to side against me, and Omar may side with me. But also, I could see Omar switching and making me feel like a total ass.
Okay.
I know exactly what Omar's going to
What are you
say.
eating, Omar? Anything good?
Oh, sorry, banana.
Oh, cool.
Yum. Get that potassium.
We had a trough of, Johnny went over across the street to IHOP today, brought us a trough of eggs. And we
Not
had
only eggs, bacon,
we
sausage,
treated
potatoes.
ourselves to a round of sausage
Yeah,
this
I don't
morning.
trust it.
The sporty,
What do you mean?
Jake, why do you don't trust it?
Oh, I mean, what's he up to? Why?
What's Johnny up to?
Yeah, why?
Wow.
Can you say it more whiny?
I don't trust it.
I don't know. He just said I'm bringing in breakfast, guys. So.
He knows the guys at IHOP at this point
Yeah,
because he
Johnny's there
orders
all the
from
time.
IHOP all the time, and then he just randomly said that the guy that he knows wants to hook it up today.
Oh, I thought Johnny got it.
Johnny didn't pay for it.
Johnny
No, I
did
didn't
take
do
credit.
that.
Johnny
You know what's
did-
funny? Jake was very sus about the food, but he ate like half of it.
All right.
Half
there
of
you
that
go.
trough?
You had all that. Jake, Jesus Christ, man. You had half the trough of food?
Yeah, that's only because I didn't trust it. I would eat the whole thing if I trusted it.
Wait, when you're suspicious about something, you still eat half a trough of food?
Yeah,
That's
only half,
crazy. All right. I don't trust this other half.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Johnny did kind of come back as I wasn't sure who to thank. If it was
He
like,
did kind of say, I
got you guys
it.
breakfast.
I got you guys. Yeah, he did say that. And then when we asked a couple follow-ups, he was like, no.
Yeah.
He was just
Johnny,
giving us food.
if I accidentally thanked you earlier, I take it back. I didn't
I meant
realize.
I got it. I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, I take back my thank you. So here's the situation, and you tell me who's at fault. I was down earlier than my wife and kids in Orange County. So I said to my wife, can you drive and meet us there? And she goes, well, then we have 2 cars. We got to park 2 cars at the Orange County Fair, the whole thing. She goes, what if we just Uber there? I said,
Nope, next.
I said,
That's where I'm out.
I go, I know you think it's easier to do that, but it's also
Way more expensive.
probably way more expensive. Parking the car is $15, and the Uber is going to be over $100.
I also don't like being in long Ubers. I feel like they take forever.
And also,
I would rather be driving.
So I said, the option is how about you just drive and we meet there? And then she goes, or you could drive back and get us. I go, whoa, that's not happening. There's no driving back. I mean, once I'm in the 714, I'm not going back to the 818 and then go back to 714. It's not happening.
No.
So anyway, long and short of it is she convinced me, because I didn't want to feel like arguing, that we would get an Uber. And the way that I do use Uber a lot, but I have a guy that I met through Uber, nice guy, and he said to me, hey, and a lot of the drivers do this. They go, here's my number, and if you ever need a ride, don't go through the app. They take their cut. Just text me directly.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people
They
doing
all
that.
do it.
Same with like TaskRabbit.
Right, all that stuff.
You know,
And
they
then
show
I
up and they're like, hey, just call me if you want a
I
job.
got no problem with that. Let's cut out the big man. Let's go ahead and focus on the little man.
Well, it's really just to get the initial business, and then you can run your own little
So
side
I've had this guy for about a year now, and he's a nice guy, not great English, but a super nice guy. And usually whenever we need a ride somewhere, sometimes airport, I just say to him, hey, what's going on? He'll look at what the current rate is. He'll either give me the exact rate or a little bit less of the rate, like a little bit of a discount on what Uber would charge, and it works out great.
Sure.
So I send this guy a text. I say, hey, how much for you to pick up my wife and kids at my house and bring them one way to Orange County? And he says, what's the address? I give him the address of the fair, where the fair is. He gives me back the price at $120. And I said, all right, I was hoping to keep it under 100,
Damn,
but
that sucks, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
a ton of dough.
I know, but I also said to myself,
How much is parking at the OC Fair?
$15.
Oh
I think-
my God!
I
And
think-
they couldn't have driven themselves.
And gas and
gas,
but
it's
all
60 miles.
you're right. It was. There's no way we were going to get close to 100. We basically
So it's 120 versus max $20.
15. Yeah, it didn't work out for me at all. But then my wife said, "But it'll be nice because afterwards we can all drive back to." I don't.
That's not nice.
She bamboozled
You know what's
me.
great? Taking 2 cars and you can drive by yourself.
Yes, I thought the same.
Who drove
thing.
back, by the way?
I did, of course.
Yes, of course.
So but long and short, I didn't want to argue. And she goes,
The
it's
money
good.
you lose not wanting to argue.
I know.
Ridiculous. Always argue.
Oh, wait, Allie, it gets much worse. It gets so much worse. So I say, okay, great. Can you pick them up at noon? We'll meet down at the fair, 1 o'clock, whatever. So I just say pick them up at noon. He goes, great. He calls me. He's like, I'm here outside. I don't see your wife and kids. And I said, it's funny. My wife said, they're outside waiting for you. They're outside the house waiting for you. And he said, well, I'm here and I don't see them. And then I call her back. I said, are you outside? She goes, yeah. I go, honey. I go, no, I didn't call him honey. I said, he said he's there. And she goes, there's no one here.
Oh, no.
And then I go back to the guy. I said, are you sure you're in front of our house? And he goes, house? I'm at the OC Fair.
Oh, no. So he drove to Orange County?
He drove by himself all the way to Orange County, to the fair, thinking that I wanted them somehow picked up at the fair and brought back to the valley.
So you were not clear.
No, I was. Allie, I look back at my text messages, and I say...
This guy drives for a living.
Allie,
for a living, he takes people from point A to point B.
You're right.
And I would imagine that 99% of the time that goes smoothly. But with you, communication, ironically, seems to be an issue. And I would imagine that your texts were not clear enough, and he was not sure, so he just went to the address you gave him.
Okay.
Let Allie read that thread.
Let me read it.
Hold on.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You are.
Yes,
dude.
you are.
I'm not lying.
Stop deleting stuff.
I'm not deleting anything. Hands off the phone.
Give it to me.
I'm going to read this to you.
Don't read it to me.
Read it.
And then you can read. And then you can read it to see I'm on the level. I'm holding it up, so I don't give away the guy's number on the YouTube. I said to the guy,
why are you not giving me your phone?
Very clearly, because I don't trust you either. I said,
what the hell?
I said, what would you read? I'm
Don't
holding
show
it.
that.
I'm holding
Show
it.
me. You're screenshotting it.
This is what because I screenshotted the exact conversation.
There's
what
weirdness.
would you charge for a one-way ride from our house to Orange County? And then I put in the zip code in Orange County where it was. And then he says, hi, Mr. Kevin, which I love. It feels
you make him call you that, don't you?
I don't make him call me.
I call you honey. You call me Mr. Kevin. That's how it works in this partnership.
He goes, can I have the address, please? Thanks. I give him the address to the fair.
Did you not confirm that he has your home address as well?
He's been to my house at least 10 times, maybe more.
So when he asked for the address, you were sure he knew that it was going from...
And then
I don't know why you're pulling the phone so far back and showing
I asked
me.
in quotes, one way from our house to Orange County. I'm so sorry. So then he screenshots back to me, and then I say...
I'm sure he's screenshotting you what you don't want to show us, which is what actually happened, and you are at fault.
He said, close... This is what I wrote. It should be cheaper, 88 Fair Drive, Costa Mesa, California. And I said, is this possible? He says, yes. What time? I said, pick up noon. What price? We go back and forth. Then, Allie, it all goes down to this. I say to the guy, I'm so sorry. I guess I'll pay you.
Okay, then what are you asking?
And he wrote back, prayer hands. Okay? Prayer hands.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, I haven't paid him yet.
Well, you just said we were going to. So.
I said
You can't go back. You just said you were going to pay him anyway.
Sorry for the confusion. I guess I'll pay you.
And he only said prayer hands?
And he said prayer hands.
He didn't say Mr. Kevin?
He didn't say...
Then he doesn't get his money.
Mr. Kevin's going to stiff you. So now
Who is prayer hands?
I'm serious. For a serious question. Do I have to pay the guy?
I think
you said you would.
You said if you said you were going to pay him, then yeah, you need to.
But who's at fault?
Well, I still think you're at fault because there's some weird shady stuff going on with your phone that you don't want to show me.
There's nothing
but
shady going on.
Vanessa, write this down. Next time we have Light Day Friday guy in, we got to put this on the...
Put it on the lie detector test. I just want to know if I've said I feel bad, I'm sorry. But now I'm down. That fair...
Now, this is a classic thing you should never do in an accident. Do not admit fault and do not make promises that you don't intend to keep. You say... Screenshot to him and say, I said from our house to Orange County. I never confirmed that the pickup was from Orange County.
I'm calling the guy.
If that's his mistake, you shouldn't have to pay him, or at least pay him half. If you don't pay him the entire amount for the wrong thing, if you explicitly told him differently.
I'm calling the guy right now.
Make sure you call him honey.
I haven't.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail
he's gone bankrupt.
that has not been set up yet.
He's not going bankrupt. He's not going bankrupt. Hold on. He's not going bankrupt. Hold on. How dare you, Al? Hold on.
This guy doesn't really exist.
He may be dodging me now because... And he's a nice guy. Like, I like this guy a lot. Honest guy. Nice guy.
Enough to cold call him on the radio right now?
Always on time. Always been pleasant. Always has a smile. I just want to...
Hello?
Hi, it's Mr. Kevin.
Who is this?
Mr. Honey, it's Mr. Kevin. Remember the drive over the weekend to Orange County? We had a mistake.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kevin. How are you?
Say thank you for saying that. All right, I'm so sorry for the confusion.
No problem, Mr. Kevin. You're welcome.
Klein feels so bad he's going to pay you double.
Shut up, Allie. Shut up.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Mr. You. Who do you
Alibaba.
think, who made a mistake here, do you think? Did Mr. Kevin make a mistake in what the ride was?
I think Mr. Kevin did mistake.
Yeah.
But okay.
Mr. Kevin did mistake.
Here's
what did he tell you?
He sent message for me pick up at that address.
Oh, no.
Message.
No. I said, okay.
I sent a picture for him.
A picture?
Yeah, he said he presented a picture of the screenshot. The same thing I sent to him. But I thought I said to you, but one way from my house to Orange County.
No, I did. When the last time we talked, you send me message. You send me message. Please pick up at noon, and you send the address.
Right.
Yep.
That was the drop-off.
Oh, yeah,
address.
that's extremely confusing.
All right. I'll pay you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry for the trouble. I'll pay you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So you just drove all the way there for nothing. You drove all the way to Orange County, no empty car, and drove all the way back.
Yes, I go empty and I come back empty.
Okay.
And look,
right.
he still he's got a good attitude.
Paying double.
We'll pay you for each trip.
I'll
Plus
pay.
tip.
Thank you so much.
I didn't say
no
that.
problem.
She said it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you again, Mr. Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
and he'll keep using you. Double.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, does Mr. Kevin make you call him Mr. Kevin?
Hey,
Did he say, call me Mr. Kevin?
No. So ridiculous. Have I ever asked you to call me that, ever?
I tried to call to Mr. Kevin too.
Yeah. Does he make you kiss his hand
Shut
when
up,
you
Allie.
leave?
You don't call me. Hey.
Feed him grapes on the way there?
All right.
Love being a fake VIP.
Thank you. Have that in my Perrier ready, okay? All right. Thank you. I'll pay you after. I'll pay you in an hour.
An hour?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
What a waste of money. You would never
Well,
have
it's
done.
obviously your fault. This guy does this for a living.
Come back. Give away some Disneyland tickets. If you've been paying attention to the show, call us now. Rock, we are Klein Ali Show, and we've got some tickets to give you right now to go to Disneyland all week. All you got to do is listen to every stupid thing we say on the show. Be ready to call in around this time. Take advantage of the show quiz. If you're paying attention to stuff that happened over the last couple of hours, could result in you winning 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets to Disneyland.
And a free drive there.
And a free drive there from my guy, because I got nothing but credit with him. And then we'll announce the winner of Mashtags as we get into takeaways as well. So still a lot to do. Allie on the phone right now. Full phones here. People want to go to Disneyland, understandably. Everyone claims they've been listening to the complete show. Some people said they've even opened up spreadsheets to keep track of every stupid thing that we talked about this morning. So let's find out if Ryan can go ahead and get 3 out of 5 right. And if he fumbles, we move on to Haley and up and down these phones until we give away these tickets. So technically summer hours are about to end, but who knows? They could continue rolling on. And that would be bad for Nicole Alvarez because she flew all the way back from England just to be here for you today to talk about that Oasis show. All right, Ryan, you ready to go?
Let's do this.
Have you been listening to the complete show today?
Since 7 a.m.
Nice.
Question number 1. Jake was in the streets asking people who they thought the next icon that would die would be after we lost a couple of icons last week. And there was one icon that was mentioned, and both Allie and Vanessa said they would cry if this was the next icon to die. Which icon was that?
Britney Spears.
Nice.
Easy question out of the gate, and that is correct. You've gotten question 1 right. If Britney Spears dies next, or ever, I guess, Allie and Vanessa will apparently both cry and maybe take a personal day.
Oh.
Question number 2. We announced the winner for Park Week earlier today. A lot of submissions, but only one man was able to send us the winning submission. What was the name of the man who won Park Week today?
I believe it was Mark.
Wow. Good job.
You were listening. Mark. Also,
right?
That is correct.
It is, because Klein made a weird Mark Park joke.
I made a terrible joke afterwards. Where I said I would call him
That's how I remembered. I was like, duh.
Mark the Park. It's funny, the confidence with which you're answering these, Ryan, it's weird. You're like one of these guys, I feel like, that has almost like one of those Rain Man style memories where, like, if you see something one time, you just always remember every detail about it.
Yeah, photographic memory.
Is that how you are in general, or is that just something special you're doing for us right now?
Oh, no, pretty much in general.
Cool.
Final question.
Definitely for Mr. Kevin.
Thank you. Okay, great. Thank you. You don't have to call me that. No one else ever called me that. All right, here we go. Question number 3. These are all things that happened on today's show. Allie reported this earlier in the news, so hopefully you were listening to that. It's a real tune-out.
Uh-oh.
What is
Thanks, a-hole.
What is Pope Leo attempting to do to try to get more people interested in the Catholic Church?
Oh, damn. Visit the church? You got me on that one.
That is incorrect. He stumbles. Question number 3. He's trying to...
Confirms my insecurities. Thanks so much.
Proving the point that it's a real tune-out during the ADD News.
Cool, I can take a break. ADD News is on.
He's trying to sex up the church by posting ripped reverends or something, right, Allie?
Nope.
I tuned it out.
Great. All right.
I don't even know the answer.
F all of you.
What's the answer? I don't even know.
I'm not going to give it to you. You're not going to listen.
Question 4. We played a clip earlier today of John Daly, golfer John Daly. He was, of course, in the new Happy Gilmore movie. Some people said he was the best part of the new Happy Gilmore movie. The clip we played today when John Daly was on with us, we asked him what he was doing and what he was wearing when we called him. What did he say?
Oh, man, you got me. I don't recall what he said he was wearing.
How do you feel now?
Oh, man.
Tune out?
A little bit.
You want to take
Klein with John Daly interview?
Take a guess. Any guess at all?
Golf outfit.
Golf outfit. This is what he said.
Oh, how you guys doing?
Doing quite well. What are you wearing as we speak right now? Loud pants, or are you pantsless?
No, I'm just in shorts and a t-shirt, smoking a cigarette. It's perfect.
That's the answer we were looking for. So it all comes down to this: you get it right, you win the Disneyland tickets. You get it wrong, I guess we're going to be extending summer hours today. In the middle of our appearance at Randy's Donuts, Jake disappeared while we were supposed to be interacting with fans.
Didn't disappear.
What did Jake do when he disappeared?
Took 3 shirts.
Okay, what else?
That is correct. That is one of the things
not
he did.
true.
That is
Met somebody with Facebook Marketplace.
Hey, congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan, you proved you've listened to the complete show. Got 3 out of 5 right. Not bad. You're going to Disneyland. 4 tickets in your future, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Hold on one second. And yes, the most important thing you can take from all of this is that no one pays attention to the ADD news.
Or any of our interviews.
Or any of the interviews we do, and that Jake left in the middle of an appearance to make a weird, shady transaction through Facebook Marketplace.
Good deal, though.
All right, let's do some.
Not a good deal.
Let's do some takeaways from today's show. Remember, tomorrow is a brand new show. We don't know what we're going to do yet. It's a real choose your own adventure. So just listen to everything we say when we get on the air starting tomorrow bright and early, and be ready to call and join us for another quiz that could result in you getting Disneyland tickets. Nicole Alvarez will be in a few moments. She's got more of those tickets to see Nine Inch Nails. Get on the standby boarding list as well. That's the new trip that was just announced as part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. And she's returning from her very own Nicole Alvarez road trip, where she went all the way to see Oasis. I'm sure it was a spiritual experience. You'll hear all about it over the next 4 hours here on KROQ. All right, Ali, takeaways from today's show.
Well, I also wanted to reveal the winner of Mashtags.
Oh, okay. You want to start with the winner? Let's do that.
Yeah, let's. I just wanted to do a few last submissions that came in. 626 Pac-Man. 310 5 Nights at the Nursing Home, Mario Retirement Party, and 626 Break It Ralph, which I liked. But the winner is from 626. You have won. It's Donkey Kong Senior.
Donkey Kong Senior. You were the finest of the Mashtag submissions as we combine all things seniors and all things video games. We will reach out and get you some tickets to KROQ's pool party happening this Thursday with Almost Monday. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
818. There's nothing like a regular-sized Pikachu to make you go crazy and feel like a loser.
Oh, man, that is so true.
310. My takeaway is shout out to the Catman.
Shout out Catman.
213.
No one.
My takeaway is Happy Gilmore is a serious movie. 909. My takeaway is Vanessa can say human combustion.
She sure can.
650. Gravity is teaching you. Teaching your kids swimming lessons is just gravity. 909. My takeaway is there's currently a female lip war happening in LA. And 626, my takeaway is Mr. Kevin made mistake.
All right, Mr. Kevin did make a big mistake. Thank you for that. Thank you, Miss Pat, for joining us. Thank you, John Daly. Thank you for interacting with the show. Congratulations to our big winner who's going to Chicago. That's Victoria. She's flying from El Segundo. That'll be nice and convenient all the way to Chicago to see the Lumineers. And hopefully we call you next Monday to tell you you're off to New York City to see Nine Inch Nails. Allie, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is if you meet someone named Aries, it's probably because they're an Aries.
Probably. Jake, got a takeaway?
Yeah, you got to keep track of where you leave your grenades.
Yeah, quit losing your grenades, everyone. It's not good.
Just stop with it.
Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is that sparkly vibes are the best vibes.
Sparkly vibes are the best vibes. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Omar, take us out. Don't stutter. Bye.
That they feel that that you know they feel that
Klein, Billy, Show, KROQ.
Get above it all and
Penis vagina. Penis vagina.